Yes. Good evening, students, and welcome back to ptscadexpert. So, we are assembled here for this course, Master Diploma in Revit, which is a complete live BIM course, which is a combo of architecture plus structure plus MEP, of which I am the tutor of this architectural segment. So, before commencing, a bit about this course BIM and the PTSCAD expert, which is a team of professional enthusiasts dealing with various streams of AEC industry, that is engineering, architecture, engineering, and construction industries with 10 years plus of experience. And the funda is pretty much clear, agenda is pretty much clear. It's very simple. So, when we talk about, yes. So, when we talk about Revit, BIM, what does BIM stand for? That is Building Information Modeling. That is pertains to modeling of information. Which information? That is the essential building assets, the data that we require for execution of a particular structure on site, and a lot of software does that, starting from AutoCAD, Google SketchUp, Rhino, ArchiCAD, and there are a lot of softwares deals with this construction industries. But Revit has been proven to be so far the best software since it deals with all the three segments. Since it deals with all three segments, that is architecture, structure, and MEP. MEP in itself is a big wing wherein we have mechanical, that is HVAC, that is heating, ventilation, air conditioning system, electrical, and plumbing. And also we have firefighting. So we today in the design fraternity, we belong to different segments, as I just said, architecture, structure, electrical, plumbing, mechanical, firefighting. So we end up making repetitions of same sets of drawing in various different entities and different units. And this is the point where we need a platform for coordination and clash detection of the data for, for the perfect and easy execution of a structure on site. So this is where this building information modeling comes into picture. Building information modeling, as I said, is nothing but modeling of information of a building, starting from conceptual stage, creating detailed drawings, designs, its analysis, its documentation, following level of detail, different level of detail, till we hand over the project to the client. So we are going to start with the architectural segment of this particular course, Building Information Modeling, Revit BIM. So now coming back to our dashboard. Where is it? Yeah, this is the dashboard of our PTS app. Many of you might have access to this. So the BIM students, Master Diploma in Revit Complete Live BIM students will have access to this, under which if you just go to content folder, then there are lots and lots of videos and data in this particular segment, wherein if you just go to this particular all projects CAD file and all Revit BIM live project tutorial. So this contains all the live projects that has been executed during this journey, which I started from September 2022. And the videos of that are present here. It is also present on YouTube under ptscadexpert channel under Revit BIM playlist. And also the AutoCAD file of the same is over here. So it has a lot of different folders, that is the structure, MEP, Navisworks, and all that. So for this architectural segment, the students will refer to this folder, Revit BIM Architectural Parametric Modeling, wherein we have lots and lots of folders starting from September 22 batch up till this particular November batch. Okay, so this was the last batch, and now I will update, create one folder, that is batch Feb 25, under which you will find the videos which I will teach you. Okay, and the other students who are coming from other batches, for example, if I just go to this particular diploma in building design, then master diploma in architectural design, then Revit Live professional course, all of these courses have been merged from January 2024. So if you will go to your respected folders, then under, if I just go to this Master Diploma in Architectural Design, then under that particular course, you will find this folder. Which folder? Where is the BIM? Where is the BIM folder gone from here? Yeah, sorry. This will not have a BIM folder because earlier this particular course was part of this particular Master Diploma in Architectural Design. So you will go to Professional Diploma in Revit Architectural course, and under that you will find this Revit BIM Parametric Modeling. Under that you will find this Revit BIM Parametric Modeling, and under that you will find only these three folders. And the same persists for rest other two courses students also, that you will not have access to all the folders because this course has been merged from Revit from January 2024 only. But that's okay. You can ask me whatever doubts and queries you encounter. Okay. So now after this, coming to the course content, which I have already forwarded in group, and these are the different segments, and if are the different stages in which this particular course will be delivered. So these are the topics with its subtopics, and we will follow this hierarchy. But it might happen that some of the fields might overlap. For example, the material and render is the ninth topic, but the application of this you will see from tomorrow itself. Okay, so today will just be a generalized overview to this particular software, and the format of this particular classes will go like that every day from Monday to Thursday. The classes will be conducted from 6:30 p.m. onwards. That is the start time. End time is not decided. Wherein first 50 minutes, I repeat, first 50 minutes will be the teaching time, uninterrupted teaching time, wherein I will just cover the topics, and then last 5 to 10 minutes or 15 minutes, depending upon your doubts and queries, we will have a doubts and queries session every day, Monday to Thursday. But that particular doubts and queries session will be pertaining to topics taught on that particular day. So if someone have doubts or queries pertaining to earlier session, then on Sunday, 9:45 a.m., we will have a big lecture of 1.5 to 2 hours. And during that initial 15 minutes to 30 minutes, depending upon the content of your doubts, we will have a generalized doubts and queries session pertaining to anything you can ask regarding the course. Fine. So now, without wasting a single second, let's start with this particular software. So this is the welcome screen of Revit, wherein we have two different categories, that is the model categories and family categories. One thing which I forgot to tell you is that after every day's session and lecture, some of the students will voluntarily, and some of the students who wish to work will take a stand that they will work hand on hand with me. For example, whatever is taught today should be immediately implemented within a day or two. Fine. So that is how you will learn better. Okay. So this is the welcome screen of Revit, and the interface of Revit is divided into two categories. There is the model categories that pertains to project environment, and the family categories which pertains to family environment. Okay, and these are the different sample files which are given by provided by Revit from 2025. 2024 में भी है शायद. Okay. So here, if I just click this particular model, and if I just click this edit new, so automatically it pops up this dialog box wherein you have an ability to open any of the template file. But if I just go to this particular browse, then under this, you see that this is the path. Okay. Remember this path, take a screenshot of it. Actually, why a screenshot? This is the recording. You will get the recording. Yes. Sir, go with Hindi language. So, sorry, dear, that is not possible because this course is, ever since I'm conducting this course is conducted in English. but it's okay. You will follow. I will use both Hindi and English. Fine. So you see that it opens up this particular path wherein you said take the note of this C program data Autodesk RVT 2025. So this is the main folder. तो यहाँ पे आप देख लोगे कि यहाँ पे बहुत सारे फोल्डर्स है which refers to family templates, libraries and templates. ये तीन फोल्डर जो है वो सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है. Family template, libraries and templates. Template file refers to all the files pertaining to project environment. ठीक है, this model category. मॉडल कैटेगरी से आप न्यू क्लिक करोगे या ओपन क्लिक करोगे तो यू विल ओपन दिस पर्टिकुलर प्रोजेक्ट एनवायरनमेंट फाइल. Revit is a bunch and baskets of family nested and embedded families. So if I go to RBT and you have this family templates under which all the family template files necessary to model structure in Revit are enlisted over here. Okay. And last is this libraries, which contains all the libraries, 3D and 2D libraries, which are part of this particular Revit environment. So if these three folders are not extracted into, if it is not extracted properly, and if you don't have files pertaining to these three folders, then working in Revit will be difficult. Okay, so just make sure that you properly extract your library. Fine. So from here, if I just go to new, and as I said, these are the existing template files, but these are pertaining in metric system. This will open the project environment file in metric system. But I will just go to browse and it will automatically navigate to the same path. देखिए. And if I just say that list, then you have lots and lots of different disciplines. Default metric, mechanical, plumbing, precast, structure, systems, lots and lots of template files, project template files. But all of these are in English, that is metric system. Meter than mm में है. We will lead this particular course in imperial system. तो templates में जाता हूँ तो यहाँ पे भी बहुत सारा है Japanese, Italian, German जिसका हमें कुछ काम नहीं है. All this different template files. But what of our use is this two folders. English is imperial, English is metric system, and English imperial is imperial system. That is 3 inches. Under that too, we have lots and lots of template files from which we will use this particular default project environment template file of Revit. Okay. So I'll just say that open default.rvt. Is the RVT name, RTE, sorry. .rte is the extension of that. And I'll just say that okay. So why is it taking so much time? Yeah, fine. So this will open up this particular welcome screen of Revit, wherein this is called the quick access toolbar. Quick access toolbar top ribbon. This is called different uh, architecture, structure, steel, precast, systems, insert, annotate, different tabs. These are called the different tabs. And all of these tabs have different panels. These are called the panels. Build panel, circulation panels, model, room and area, opening, datum panel, work plane. Okay. All these are the panels which are enlisted within the different tabs. Okay. And last is the bottom taskbar visibility settings. This is called bottom taskbar visibility settings. Okay. This is called the toolbar. This is the property toolbar and this is the project browser toolbar. Many of you might end up opening a blank screen of Revit. Might happen in your case, which has only this elevation markers and this level 1, but you don't have anything, no toolbar loaded. Just like AutoCAD, we have toolbar here in Revit also. So in that case, what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to go to View tab. Under that, you have this user interface. Drop them down, and under that, you have all the toolbars of which of our uses this project browser and properties. These two toolbars is of our use. Okay, clear everybody? In your case, it might happen that it is not docked. वो अलाइन नहीं है आपके केस में. So in that case, आपको थोड़ी मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी. इसको थोड़ा properly यहाँ पे जाके until it highlights this box, you have to dock this particular window. Okay. And the properties toolbar should be, you can dock it horizontally also, but that is not a proper authentic. That it might, so see, it highlights this box, and this is how you have docked this particular properties and project browser vertically. Fine. Okay. So let's commence now. So this was pertaining to this particular introduction and wherein user interface. Under that, you have one more keyboard shortcuts. So AutoCAD में हम वो पीजीपी फाइल एडिट करके अपने कीबोर्ड शॉर्टकट्स एंटर करते हैं, अगर आपको पता हो तो. अगर कोई शॉर्टकट यूज करता हो तो AutoCAD में, अगर नहीं यूज करता हो तो इट्स फाइन. So just like that, we have also shortcuts here in Revit. So अगर मैं यहाँ पे क्लिक करके लिखता हूँ मूव कमांड, तो आपके केस में मूव कमांड का शॉर्टकट होगा एम वी एंटर. ओके, एम वी होगा, वो मैंने एडिट करके एम एंटर किया है. हाउ कैन यू एडिट इट? लेट्स सी राइट नाउ इफ इट इज एम एंटर, लेट्स एंटर एम वी and assign. Okay, this I will just remove. So this will be the default in your case. But since I'm using AutoCAD since over years, so I'm used to M enter. So what I will do, I will just enter, type M and assign, and I will remove this. So likewise for all the commands, you can enter your shortcuts. जैसे जैसे मैं सिखाता जाऊंगा, अलग अलग डिफरेंट कमांड्स आप यूज करते जाओगे, तो यहाँ पे आके आप वो एंटर कर सकते हो. Fine. Now, from this quick access toolbar, top ribbon, I will just open up this default 3D view. Fine. So Revit is a multi-dimensional software. What does that mean? That means that whatever from here in, under the same view tab, you have the style view. WT is the shortcut. WT, ZA. Just like in AutoCAD, we have Z enter, EX enter for zoom all. In Revit, we have ZA is the shortcut for zoom all. Right? So Revit is a multi-dimensional software. Whatever you construct in 2D automatically gets elevated in 3D, in third dimension. Okay. So here is the view cube. By default, if I just hover my mouse to this elevation marker, you see that it reads north. So in clockwise direction, by default in Revit, north, east, south, and west. So these are the four directions. Fine. And this view cube indicates top, bottom, left, right, and so on. But that's okay. Here it is return. If you want to say that WT, TW, opposite of that. So that will open up this single view. Fine. WT tab view. So WT is style view and TW, its opposite is tab view. Under this, if I just go to this view cube and under this options, here you have a couple of options wherein you can just say that as per your convenience. So then I say that by default in Revit, north is on the top. So north is southwest. Okay, but that's my preference. I will just go to options and I want a tiny with inactive opacity to 50. Okay, fine. So this was about a couple of basic things about Revit. So now we will start with the actual topic of today. That is, we will start with the introduction part. Introduction to Introduction to Revit. So whenever you open up this particular file in Revit, the first step that you will do is that, and I say that Revit is a multi-dimensional software. So under this project browser, you have all the different disciplines. Floor plan, ceiling plan, अभी structural plan भी add करेंगे. Then we have 3D, then we have elevations. Okay, fine. And I will just go to this particular south elevation. So the first step, what we will do after coming to opening the file to Revit is that we will set up a level. Fine, wherein you see that this is, as soon as right now with nothing selected, it reads building elevation. With this selected, you see that it reads level 1/4 of an inch head. And if I just drop down, there are two parts, 1/4 of an inch and no head. So Revit is bunch and baskets of families nested in embedded families, as I said earlier during the introduction part. during the start of the class, didn't I say that Revit is a bunch and basket of nested and embedded families? One family which is referencing other nested and embedded families. Where will you find all these families? You will find all the particular 2D and 3D families under this family section. So if I just expand this family section and if I just drop down, then you have all the 2D and 3D elements enlisted over here. For example, if I just go to this particular level 1 and I click WA, WA is the shortcut of wall command. So see, as soon as I hover my mouse onto that particular command, it will highlight this particular little animation. And in bracket open and close parentheses, it's written WA. That means that WA is the shortcut of wall command. तो जैसे ही मैं wall पे click करता हूँ and if I drop down, then you see that there are lots and lots of families that are already provided by Revit. These are the different families of wall. Where will you find this? You will find this under, if you just drop down and just expand this wall section, then you see that there are three different types of walls. That is the basic wall, curtain wall, and stacked wall. And if I just expand this basic wall, then under that you have lots and lots of different types of walls, under which you have this generic 8-inch wall. So this is wall is altogether a different big 2 to 3 lectures, big topic. But today is the introduction part, so I'm just explaining you the meaning of nested and embedded families. So that's why I explained you this particular wall. So just like that, if I just click this particular level, this is the 2D. This is the 2D line which is indicating the level line with this finished unfinished annotation. Annotation matlab symbolic representation. This is a symbolic representation of finished and finished unfinished. मतलब एक symbol है, 2D symbol है, और ये भी एक 2D symbol है ये line. But if I just from this particular properties dialog box, while this selected, if I just go to edit type of this, then it opens up this particular dialog box, which reads that this is the system family. This is the system family which belongs to the category of level. Under this, we have two different types, 1/4 inch of a head and no head. So what is the difference? To understand the difference, you need to understand this parameters. These are called type parameters. The parameters which are enlisted while selecting that particular element, whether 2D or 3D, and while going to its edit type properties, and the parameters which are enlisted within the type properties dialog box are called the type parameters. There are lots and lots of parameters, different types of parameters in Revit. We will see each of them step by step. Fine. So now what we will do? First is that we will learn how to create a level, different types of level, and then we will see how to edit those levels. So what I will do, I will just say that this is ground. You see that level, this is written. As soon as I hover my mouse and click, you see that it becomes editable. So you can now type. So ground, road level. So would you like to rename in the corresponding views? So if I just click yes, and if you just go to this particular different disciplines, then under all the different disciplines, that is floor plans, ceiling plans, it has changed its name from level 1 to ground road level. Okay, fine. Next is that we will call this plinth level. Plinth level. Okay, but the plinth level is not at 10 feet. See, just like you can edit the name, you can also edit this values. So it is 10 feet, I'll just change it to 18 inches. Fine. So now, visually, you see that this particular thing is overlapping and you cannot properly visualize this. So under this bottom taskbar visibility settings, you have this view scale. इसको हम व्यू स्केल कहते हैं, टेम्पररी व्यू स्केल. तो यहां से मैं अभी 1/8 ऑफ एन इंच इज इक्वल टू 1 फीट है, मैं इसे ड्रॉप डाउन कर दूंगा, तो ये विजुअली प्रॉपर हो गया. ठीक है, आई जस्ट क्लिक अंडू. Let's say that if this is the drawing and if you want to take out the printout in this scale only, then the another option is that select this particular level. As soon as you select, you see this elbow. You see this option, this paper clip, and it's called add elbow. So with this, I can select this particular thing and drag it upward. And with the same scale, 1/8 of an inch is equal to 1 feet. Now visually both of them are visible properly. Okay. Next is that here is level. LL is the shortcut. So you see that it pops up this little animation. It shows that you can add levels to the building model. So I will click LL. You can also enter this. So these are called the drafting tools, draw toolbar, draw tools. If I just select this particular line, then I can hover my mouse and come to 10 feet and click, and I can drag and create and align it on the left side. And that is how can I can create a level. Another way of creating is that I will just click LL, and under the draw tool, we have the pick lines. Okay. This you can manually draw, but with this pick lines, as soon as I click pick line, you see that this are called the instance parameter. First is that I explained you the type parameters, which opens up by opening this edit type and going to the type properties dialog box. But whatever parameters you can add it instantly for any of the command or any of the 3D element, whether 2D or 3D. That is called instance parameters. So I will click LL. I will again click this particular pick lines. So you see that this instance parameter pops up. From this, I will just use this offset. I will just enter one that is 10 feet of offset, and I will hover my mouse. So you see, with this, it reduces so much efforts. Revit is a software meant for efficient, easy, and reliable drafting. Okay. So with this, I just click and it creates a level. Again, I will create one more level. Okay. So I will just rename this, calling it first floor. This I will call terrace, and this I will call slab top. Okay. Also, we can add negative directions, LL, and with that same 10 feet, I will hover, pick lines, and I will hover. So you see, you can create one here also, and you can create one here in this direction also. And you can rename this basement level. But we don't need it right now. Fine. So now, how to edit this particular level lines? This is the annotation of finish unfinished. In earlier versions of Revit till 2024, as soon as you create a level by this method, automatically this annotation pops up same like this, and it creates a level which is enlisted here in the project browser also under all the categories. But from Revit 2025, whenever you add a level, you see this is the finish unfinished annotation is black in color. And that means that these are not the authentic layers, and it is not enlisted here in the project browser also, neither under any category. So what if you want to make this particular layer level authentic? So and again go to view tab. Under that you have this particular plan views. Under this you have several different categories. For first is this floor plan, then is the reflected ceiling plan, then we have structural plan also. Okay, this two don't worry about it right now. So I will just click this particular floor plan, and you see that this two levels already persist because that was the existing level. Then we just renamed it. But these are the three levels which we created later that doesn't exist within this category. So I just click OK. So with that, now what do you notice is that all the annotations has turned to blue, and all the floor plans all exist within this particular category. But again, within ceiling plan, it's not there. So I'll just go to plan views, reflected ceiling plan. Again, same, okay. And you see that within this reflected ceiling plan, this category, all the floor plans do exist. Okay, all the levels, sorry, not floor plan, all the levels do exist. Just like that, if you want to add uh, a segment of structure, then just go to plan views, and for structure, none of the levels exist. You have to select, press 1, press shift and select all of them and just click OK. Fine. And if you just come up, then now you have a category of structural plans also. Clear? So this is how you add levels and modify it. No, modify is yet to be shown. With this now, I will just click this, and you see that this is left align, but right align. You see this bubble. Just click this bubble and just drag it all the way till until it gets aligned on the right side also. Fine, clear? Now, one more thing. Under this, all the categories. Right now, you see that it is not following the hierarchy and order as per the level. फर्स्ट फ्लोर पहले आ गया ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए ना ग्राउंड प्लेन फॉलोड बाय फर्स्ट फॉलोड बाय टेरेस फॉलोड बाय स्लैब टॉप ऐसा होना चाहिए तो वो कैसे करते हैं राइट नाउ डोंट यूज योर ब्रेन्स there is a detailed topic of that but will follow later in 2D interface. So right now just try to follow what I'm doing and you also do the same. So under this you add one more category new and that should be by level. Click it and edit it. Under that grouping and sorting, just say that group by family and types and sort by associated level. You don't need to use your brains that why this and what for this. This topic will follow. But with this click, if I just click that apply and OK, now you see that the order is being followed under all the categories. That is ground followed by plinth, followed by first, terrace, and slab top. Okay. And for this particular floor plan, this particular site will keep hanging around, but that's okay. Fine. One thing I forgot to tell you during the introduction part is that this particular course, Revit BIM, will be delivered in two parts. That is, the first is basic Revit. That is the 2D part. Okay, 2D part. Sorry, not 2D part. um, basic Revit, which will cover all this particular 3D drafting commands and all the different tabs. And Revit has two parts, that is 2D interface and 3D interface. Okay, so first within first part we will cover this particular all the different tabs which have this 3D drafting commands and the 2D interface also. Second part will be the parametric modeling. Okay, and third part will be the visual scripting. But for visual scripting, that is Dynamo, which is a plugin of Revit, which is a plugin of Revit from 2024. It is incorporated here itself under View tab, I guess. No, Twin Motion. Yeah, Twin Motion is there. Dynamo is not there. Dynamo is a plugin which I guess that you need to install, but I have not right now.
But Dynamo also there in 2024.
2024 में क्या?
Dynamo plugin से उसमें installed है सर 2024 वर्जन में.
हाँ वही मैं वही सोच रहा हूँ पर कहाँ है वो हाँ एडिंग में यस 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 एडिंग में भी नहीं है कहाँ पे है डायनामो हाँ ये रहा ये
सर
रहा
वो तो
ये रहा कौन था अभी या ओके भावी joined again भारवी fine so Dynamo is the visual scripting language fine computational designs के लिए ये
Plugin added है. So you will find the videos of that beautifully crafted under this particular Revit BIM parametric modeling under this September batch. Since that was the first batch with no students on other end, uninterrupted sessions. I gave the complete what do we say overview of this particular visual scripting language Dynamo from videos 36 yes 30 skip phase 3 visual scripting Dynamo from 36 to 42.
but after that I have not been showing this particular thing in all batches. You have to watch this recording, and if you have any doubts, you can ask me because this doesn't have any implementation in the real world here in India. So
Slowly it has started, but uh, there are what do we say my limitations regarding this particular thing. So the overview of that has been given.
But you will find this helpful if you if you wish to proceed with this particular thing. Then this video will be helpful to you as the introduction part. Okay.
We will see up till this particular parametric modeling. Fine. So where I was, phase one, phase two, yeah, yes. So with that, now we will proceed further, wherein you see that this particular level line, level family, edit type, you see that it reads 1/4 of an inch. As I explained that for this particular wall command, if you just refer to the family section, wall, and if you just refer to the family section, then you will find this generic 8-inch wall. Under family section, under wall categories, under basic wall, you will find this family. Fine, because it is a 3D family. But this particular family, level head 1/4 inch of an head, you will not find it under this particular family section. But what will you find? You will find the nested and embedded files within used within this particular system family to create this particular level head family, this particular system family. Okay, level. So what are those? Those are this line patterns, this symbols. Okay, so if you just drop this down, then you have these two families, level head circle and level head no bubble. So see, herein, if I select this particular level, first floor, and from if I drop down, no head, then you see that the annotation of finished unfinished disappears. Okay, and the visually also, this particular line style, the distance between two consecutive dash is different, and this is dash dot family. Okay, why is that? That is because it follows this particular customization. Where will you find this particular thing? That is under this family section. You have this annotation symbols. If you just drop down, then under that you have this levels. See, level head circle and level head no bubble. These are the nested and embedded family which are referenced within this system family level. Okay, level head circle. See, level head circle and level head no bubble. If I just open up this and if I just go to edit type, then this is again a system family. But you don't need to pull your hairs. सिस्टम फैमिलीज क्या है, उसे कैसे एडिट कर सकते हैं, नेक्स्ट एम्बेडेड फैमिलीज क्या है, हाउ टू एडिट दैट एंड take it to project environment, all that will follow slowly and gradually. Right now, I am just giving you an overview and making you explain.
So now in order to create our own level line as per our office standard, what I will do is that I will just go to edit type and herein. Before making changes over here, what we will do is that
Each and every family in Revit, you can just duplicate it and create your own. So I will just duplicate this and call this PTS level line. Okay. So here is the line weight, visual line weight. One, no, this is the visual line weight. So see, if I just zoom in and if I just turn this, then you can see the difference that the line weight is getting on and off. Okay. But here, if I just go to edit type and come to the type properties, you can adjust the line weight over here also, which will follow for all the different level lines that have been enlisted here. I'll just change this to 5. I'll just change this color to red. Okay. And here is the line patterns. So just like AutoCAD, AutoCAD में भी by default कितनी सारी अलग अलग line patterns और line styles होती है. वैसे ही Revit also provides different types of line patterns and line styles. Okay. So from here in, I will just select this particular triple dash 5 of an inch. Okay. And the symbol is level head circle. Of course, we want this particular level head. That annotation, finish and finish annotation हमें चाहिए. Okay. Symbol that N1 by default. I'll just first click apply and OK. So you see that this particular grid line, level line has changed. Its symbolic representation is visual representation from this to this, wherein the line weight is also different and the color is also different. This is the visual line weight. Okay. I will just go to edit type of this and instead of triple dash create of an inch, Why am I not able to find that? Double dash, dash triple dot create of an hinge. Okay, and okay. Fine. So with this now, if I just come here, you see this bubble. If I just click this, then you can see this particular annotation.
First floor with the symbol of finish unfinished. Here also, on this end also. Okay. But what we want that, first of all, let me just select all of this particular level line.
And all of this, I will just change it to our PPS level line. So all of them are red. And this particular, following this particular customization that we did. Now, if I want that at one click, I want to see all this annotations on this end also. Let's say that you have lots and lots of levels, then सबके लिए individually थोड़ी select करोगे, change करोगे. So I will just select this and go to edit type. And this are the type parameters. So type parameters fall true for all the different types in that particular project. Fine. Falls true for all the elements of that particular type. All the elements of that particular type enlisted in the project. So I will say that symbol that end one also. And with that, I will just say that apply. So with that one click, you see that that particular customization is within on this end also. Fine. So this was all about creating this particular.
Level line. Now you might be thinking that why, sir, wasting so much time on this? Let's say if I start with the 3D drafting part. But the answer is no. All the professionals who are working within different offices have their office standards.
तो अपने ऑफिस स्टैंडर्ड के हिसाब से अगर आपको कुछ चेंज करके सेट करना हो, जैसे मैंने बोला दैट दिस पर्टिकुलर लेवल हेड, this annotation level head circle, if I just go to edit type of that, I will teach you that how to edit this and create our own as per office standards. See, when the time will come, I will teach you that also. See, this is the hatch, this is the line, this is the field, so label. So all this I will teach. So that's why all to ये सब सीखना जरूरी है. ठीक है? Fine. So just like that, now we will go to this particular ground level. And the second topic for today is grid. And after that, we will end up the class. So what is this grid? Why is this grid used for and what is it used for? क्या बोलते हैं हम इसे?
Sir, grid is used for layout of
हाँ
walls, columns, beams.
हाँ पर क्या बोलते हैं उसे?
That is
Center line.
grid line.
Yes,
Grid.
yes, very good. Center line or face line. Fine. So in order to explain you this particular grid command, GR is the shortcut and this annotation pops up. I will draw. First I will draw floor. Don't worry, floor is altogether a different command. But now in order to explain you this particular function, I need to अच्छा नहीं sorry वो तो wall के लिए है. Yeah, fine. So I will just go to this particular wall and with this generate 8-inch wall.
Please mute your mic, whomsoever. Yeah, thank you. So wall and floor are altogether a different command, but right now, in order to make you explain you the grid command, I need to draw a couple of walls. So with this, I will just create some couple of walls, wherein I will just say that
Okay, and WA and WA WA and 1 and 2 and one more. Let's drag this a bit. Okay, so you see that now this particular entire structure has been created in 3D also. So you see that show efficient software. Now I will just go to this particular ground level, ground road level, and I will just say that GR. That is a shortcut of grid command. And for this command, you have this different drafting tools, draw tools. Okay. So what I will do? So just like level, if I level, just like level family, if I just go to edit type of this grid family, then you see that it reads system family grid, which also you will not find under project browser, but what you will find is this particular thing, grid head circle and grid head no bubble. See, if I just drop down, then just like level head circle and level head no bubble, you have this grid head circle and grid head no bubble.
Okay, that is a 2D annotation, 2D family. Fine. So I will just say that GR, and I will just, you see that drafting in Revit is so easy. As soon as I hover my mouse, it snaps to the center. So let's draw the center line.
Yes, click. Okay, drag it. Click this bubble and uh, drag handle, not bubble, drag handle, and just drag it. Okay, so with this is how you can create grids in Revit. I will draw this GR and one more. Actually, not one more. There are a lot of them. Now, how to draw this angular? If let's say that we have angle wall and we have curved wall. How to draw that? So GR, and with that, you see that for angle wall, if I just try to create it with line, then if I just if I just create it from here to here, you see that you don't have an ability to take it further till this particular part. So here is this particular multi-segment. With this multi-segment, what I will do is that I will just, you can manually also draw, but I will use this particular pick line. And with the offset of 4 inch, because I know that the thickness of wall is 8 inch. With the offset of 4 inch, you see that I 1 and 2. I will select this, drag it all the way till this wall, this edge, and then I will select this line command. I will create 1 and I will create 2. Okay, and with this, I will just say that finish. So you see that that particular grid line has been created. Just like that, GR, multi-segment, pick lines, and 4 inch of an offset, and drag this till the extreme edge of this wall, and line command 1 and 2. Okay, and just finish. Fine. GR, pick lines, 4 inch, create this, and has created one, drag it, drag this point. Okay, and GR, now I will create this vertical.
So let me just click here and drag all the way. See, drafting becomes so easy. Okay. So this is how I have created this different grid lines. Okay. But the use of this particular grid line in Revit doesn't only limit up to creating a center line or face line. It's way beyond that. I'll show you when the point comes. But right now, let's just take it as a face line or center line to indication of that. So if I just go to 3D, then in 3D also, you can see this particular grid line over here. Okay, ground level. And from here, now, we will edit this particular grid line. But before that, if I just select this and drop down, I say that custom bubble gap. And this, I will just say that bubble gap. So what do you notice? You will notice that the visual appearance of all the different three families, that is the 1/4 each of a bubble.
1/4 inch bubble custom gap, and this 1/4 inch bubble gap. All these three are different. They are exactly like the level line, 2D lines है. तो कोई बता सकता है कि ऐसा क्यों है? ये difference क्यों है? Why is this difference? Let me select all of this.
because the
Ah, yes, tell me.
because the parameters are different of those grid lines.
Very good. Who is this? कौन था ये?
Jahid.
Yes, Zaid. Where are you from, Zaid?
I'm from India, sir.
हाँ मतलब इंडिया में ही हो ना अभी फिलहाल.
No, no, sir. I'm in Riyadh right now.
Oh, you might be a working professional.
Yes. No, no. Actually, I'm unemployed. Actually, I'm looking for a job now.
Okay, okay.
Uh,
So during this course, you will be able to cope up with the class, ना? मतलब काम करोगे ना?
yeah, yeah, sure, sure.
Okay, fine. So you are one of them. Rest I will decide later. चलो तुम्हें तो काम करना ही है. Very good.
चलो, fine. So
Fine.
there are parameters which are edited within this particular type properties dialog box. So what I will do, I will just go to edit type of this and duplicate, and I will create a PTS grid line. Okay, and now we will try to understand this particular parameters which are pretty much similar just like a level line, except for one parameter, it has a different. What is this? We have end segment and we have center segment. Now for this, you see that we have symbol with a circle and no bubble. अगर मैं no bubble को कर दूंगा, अप्लाई करके ओके कर दूंगा, तो ये एनोटेशन चला जाएगा बबल का. बट ऐसा तो करना नहीं है. I'll just click undo. I'll select this and go to edit type. PTS grid line. And with this grid head to no bubble, you have the center segment, which is right now continuous. ठीक है? तो पहले continuous के लिए देखते हैं. Forget about end segment. Center segment is continuous. End segment का line weight देखते हैं. 4 color to red and end segment pattern वो क्या रखनी है. So let's say that dash triple dot. Okay. And with that again, let's plan N1 and N2. Apply and OK. So now you see that particular customization circle, grid head circle, no bubble कर दिया था गलती से. So see, you see that particular customization persists within that particular grid line. Okay, persists within that particular grid line. But all these particular grid lines are not different. I will select this and let's say that I want to isolate this entirely within this particular workspace. So here is the eyeglasses. Okay, if you just click this, you have two parts: isolate category,
hide category और isolate element and hide element.
तो मैं करूंगा isolate category. तो all these are grid lines belong to the same category. तो सब कुछ isolate हो गया. I'll just click undo. I will click this glasses. I will select this and click this glasses and just say that isolate element. तो सिर्फ वो grid line ही isolate हो जाएगी. And you just see that this temporary hide isolate icon, blue icon pops up here. Okay. The shortcut to that is select this and just say that HI. Okay. This is a shortcut which is entered here in user interface under this keyboard shortcut. Okay. How to isolate element. See, isolate. See, isolate element, HI. And likewise, the shortcut to a category is IC. That will isolate the entire category. और reset, अगर ये changes करने के बाद reset करना हो, default करना हो वापस, तो HR is the shortcut. ठीक है? So with this, if I want to reset, then here is the reset temporary hide isolate. But उसका shortcut मैंने क्या enter किया है? HR. So everything is back. Okay. So I will use this couple of times. So just try to follow that. What do I mean when I say that? Select this and just say that HI. HI. That will isolate this particular element. Okay. Now going to edit type of this. Right now the center segment is continuous. So that's why this particular dash triple dot create of an inch is reference along the entire path. Let's say that if I just change this to none. Okay. And just say that apply. So no changes. Actually, nothing really happens wherein center segment is none. But if I just say that custom, so you see that here earlier with this to continuous.
With this to continuous, you have directly have this end segment weight, end segment color, and end segment pattern. But if I just change this to custom, then you see that this two parameter, center segment color and center segment pattern, and center segment color and center segment pattern. This two parameters pops up,
Which you can edit. So I will just change this scale to 5, same, or let's change this to 2, so you can be able to differentiate this color to blue. Okay. And this particular center segment line style to something different. What it could be? It could be overhead. Okay. This is just a line style. All of this will follow. And I'll just say that apply and OK. So now you see that your grid line has follows that customization wherein you have the end segment, you have the center segment, and end segment and center segment line weight and line color are different, and center segment line weight and line pattern and line weight and line pattern are different. Okay, so this is how you can edit a particular grid line with this. Okay, now with this custom, you also have this one extra parameter, end segment length. If I just change this to continuous, nothing is there. If I just change this to custom, then you have this customization and you see that end segment length. So I'll just go to apply, and if I just say HR on my keyboard, everything resets. Okay, and depending upon the visual alignment of this particular wall, I will just select this and go to edit type. And as they say that end segment pattern, I want 2 inch and apply. So it comes till this point. I will just enter 1.5 inch.
1.5. Okay. Okay. So that's perfect. Now what I will do? Let's say that I want to select all this grid line one at a time and change them to this particular PTS grid line. तो वो कैसे करूंगा? I will select this particular grid line, go to right click and say that select all instances visible in the entire view and entire project. But इसका तो कोई instance है ही. There is no instance of this particular PTS grid line. ये सारी तो अलग अलग grid lines है. So I will select this, and one is that you can select all instances also, and the shortcut to that is SA.
So by clicking SA, it has selected all the grid lines of that particular type. Okay, I'll just drop down and change it to PTS grid line. Fine. So just like that, 1 and 2, which was of different types, I will just change them to PTS grid line. Okay. So this is how. The only thing is that within this particular angular line and this curved wall, angular wall and this curved wall, it doesn't follow this customization. I don't know why it is like that. अगर आप लोग फिगर आउट करो तो आप मुझे बताना. मैं तो फिगर आउट नहीं कर सकता कि क्यों ऐसे बिहेव कर रहा है in case of this angular wall and this curved wall. Okay, so this is how we have made a customized grid line. So that was all about introduction to this particular multidimensional 3D interface, wherein we have added levels, we have edited the levels, and we have added the grid lines, and we have edited the grid lines. Now, before ending up this class, I will just give a little insight of walls for just 5 minutes. But before that, I would like to ask that किसी को कुछ पूछना है? For so far, what taught? जो कुछ भी सिखाया उसके बारे में कुछ पूछना है किसी को? Or shall we proceed further?
Yes, sir. आपने अभी जो बताया ये HA कमांड उस what is that, sir? HA?
Sorry, SA.
HA. हाँ
S
हाँ
A नहीं
ग्रिड लाइंस
S
पे.
S S S S A S A. For example, see, if I just select this wall, मुझे एक साथ सारी वॉल सिलेक्ट करनी है 8 इंच की of this
Yes.
particular type. तो मैं कैसे करूंगा? I'll go to this and select all instances visible in view or project. Same here. So visible in view. So that will select all the walls. But if I want to do it with the help of keyboard, I will select this and SA. So that will select all the walls.
SA.
Clear?
हाँ हाँ.
Yes, SA. S for Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, SA. हाँ हाँ हाँ.
SA. S for South.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Anyone else?
Yeah,
Anything?
thank you.
किसी को कुछ पूछना है?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. Let's continue. So with this, now we will start with this particular wall command, which is a big command. It will follow 2 to 3 lectures. नहीं शायद 2 लेक्चर, क्योंकि मंडे को बड़ा लेक्चर है 2 घंटे का. तो मंडे एंड संडे और मंडे वी विल कंप्लीट दिस वॉल लेक्चर.
So herein I'll just click this drop down. You have the 3 different categories: wall architecture, structure, and wall by phase. Right? Let's start with this particular wall architectural. Double A. WA is the shortcut. Creates a non-structural wall in the building. So as soon as I click this particular wall command, you see that this particular parameters pops up. इसको कौन से parameters कहते हैं हम? अभी थोड़ी देर पहले मैंने बताया.
Instance parameter.
Yes, very good. These are called the instance parameters. Okay. Type parameters matlab for this particular 8 inch type, if I just go to edit type and if I just go to edit and if I just change this particular thing to, let's say that 2 feet, let's say that 15 inches. So that falls true for all the instances of that particular type in the entire project. तो सारी walls एक साथ 15 इंच की हो जाएगी. I'll just click undo. But let's say that I'll just select this particular wall. I'll just go to 3D. और ये इसको बोलते हैं इंस्टेंस पैरामीटर, जिसका बेस कंस्ट्रेंट है ग्राउंड लेवल. अगर ये मैं एक वॉल के लिए अगर स्टॉप कंस्ट्रेंट को स्लैप ऑफ कर दूं तो वो वॉल लंबी हो जाएगी. ओके, so that is the basic difference between type and instance parameter. So I'll just click WTZA. Fine. I will just click this WA Okay, and generic 8 inch of a wall. Fine. So you see that this different parameters pops up. Instance parameter. In your case, if this particular thing is changed to depth,
then just change it to height because depth में तो जाना नहीं है. If I just select this depth, then you see that it pops up this error.
ये error pop up होगा. So this should always be height. Okay. Next is that you will say that up to what level you want that particular 3D wall to snap to. Right now, I am in the base constraint is right now ground road level. और हम लोग ग्राउंड रोड लेवल के फ्लोर प्लान में है. मैं चाहता हूं कि सारी वॉल जो मैं कंस्ट्रक्ट करूं वो जाए स्लैब टॉप तक. ठीक है. तो हाइट अप टिल स्लैब टॉप, लोकेशन लाइन आई एम कमिंग टू इट जस्ट इन अ वाइल, एंड विद दैट you see that I will just draw. I start drawing. So you see that it automatically elevates here, but it elevates till this view cube. I will just change it. You see, यहाँ स्लैब टॉप तक वो वॉल आ गई, कंस्ट्रक्ट हो गई. क्लियर एवरीबॉडी? फाइन. I will just say that I want this particular thing. I'll just say that undo. I will just say that WA, and I don't want it slab top, but I want it unconnected. Let's say that parapet wall है. Parapet wall कितना होते हैं? 3 फुट 900 mm 90 सेंटीमीटर 0.90 मीटर. तो वो वॉल जो क्रिएट होगी उसका हाइट सिर्फ 3 फुट होगा. कहाँ से चेक करेंगे? मॉडिफाई में जाके यहाँ दिस इज मेजर टेम्पररी मेजर बिटवीन टू रेफरेंसेस. यहाँ पे भी है, देखो ये टेम्पररी मेजर बिटवीन टू रेफरेंसेस. तो मैं इसको क्लिक करता हूँ, यहाँ से यहाँ 3 फुट. ठीक है. क्लियर एवरीबॉडी? फाइन. सो आई विल जस्ट से दैट once that wall created you can edit later from here also. I will just say that I want to snap it to slab top. तो वो slab top तक वो wall चली जाएगी. Next is this. I'm coming to this location line. What is this chain? So with this WA and up to terrace level, if I go on drafting, that will go on creating the 3D balls. But the moment I just check this chain, uncheck it, the wall that I draw would be the last wall and it won't draw any walls furthermore. That is chain. Okay. WA. What is next? Next is this offset. So in order to understand this offset, what I will do is that I'll just change this particular thing to 5 feet.
Okay. And I want to draw a wall at the offset of exact 5 feet from wall center line. Location line is wall center line. तो अगर मैं यहाँ पे ये इसका सेंटर लाइन क्लिक करता हूँ और ड्रॉ करता हूँ
तो आप देखिए the distance between these two center lines is exactly 50. Let's say that, let's assume that there is a corridor, continuous corridor, and you want to draw the parallel walls. So at that time, you will need this particular chain and unchain. Or sorry, chain and unchain offset. Okay. Let's say that between these two walls, you want a fillet radius, you want a curvature. So what I will do? I will just go to WA and I will say that yes, radius of let's say 3 foot. And then I will start with this chain checked on. I will just start drafting. So what do you notice? You notice that now the junctions where the two wall meets is a curvature and is no more a sharp angle. Okay? 3D. Okay. Clear everybody? Fine. Next is this. Radius हो गया. Joint status allowed disallowed, that will follow later into Sunday's class. Okay. So यहाँ तक का clear है?
Now coming to this particular location line, wall center line. So what I will do in order to make you understand that, I need to drop a floor.
Architecture and floor architecture, and these are the drafting tools. True for that particular command. Rectangle. और मैं यहाँ से एक floor drop कर देता हूँ and I'll just finish. Floor is altogether a different topic. Again, don't worry. Right now, I'll just say that wall. So for wall also, all the different drafting tools are true, which were not true for
creating levels and for grids. Levels और grid के लिए सिर्फ couple of tools ही सही थे. ठीक है? Fine. So with this generic 8-inch wall, I say that location line to be wall center line. So you see that it creates this wall there. Now if I say that finish face exterior and draw this,
it creates like this. And I say that finish face interior. So it draws like that. Okay. So location line में दो चीजें हैं. One is wall center line, finish face exterior, and finish face interior. And another is core center line, core face exterior, and core face interior. So with this particular thing to wall center line, can anyone tell me that what is the mechanism it is following with this wall center line and with this particular wall finish face exterior and with this finish face interior? कैसे ड्रॉप कर रहा है वो वॉल को? कोई बता सकता है?
सर सेंटर लाइन में वो सेंटर लाइन को पकड़ के ड्रॉ कर रहे हैं सेंटर लाइन.
yes, very good.
With that wall selected to finish face wall center line, it is snapping to the center of the wall. Let's say that I'll go to type properties of this and 8" is the thickness of this particular wall. If I just come to modify and if I temporarily measure, you see that this is the floor line, floor की edge है ये. अगर वो देखेंगे तो कैसे देखेंगे? यहाँ पे ये है बॉटम टास्क विजिबिलिटी सेटिंग्स में डिटेल लेवल इज सेट टू कोर्स. जस्ट चेंज इट टू मीडियम और फाइन.
अरे सॉरी, उससे नहीं होगा, इससे होगा, विजुअल स्टाइल से होगा. तो in order to proceed further
For this particular wall command, I need to make you explain that what is the detail level and what is this visual style. So Revit में you see that the visual, इसीलिए इसको बॉटम टास्क बार विजिबिलिटी सेटिंग्स कहते हैं क्योंकि ये it deals with the visibility of the 3D element and what do we say, it's representation, it's on screen representation. Okay, so with this I will just change this particular thing to wireframe here. Sorry,
in this view, I will just change the wireframe. ये क्या कर रहा हूँ? Wireframe, yeah, sorry. So see, earlier it was this, okay? I will just change this to wireframe. Why it is not TW?
Sir, you need to do in that template, sir.
sorry.
सर 3D पैनल में उसका अलग विजुअल स्टाइल है, उसमें से कीजिए.
Okay, fine. Yes, so I will just
Change this to wireframe. Then you see that this is a skeleton view. आप 3D elements का पूरा construction part देख सकते हो. Next is the hidden line. So that will show only the outer edges. Next is this particular shaded. Okay. And this is consistent color. So let us, there is a little bit gradient difference between shaded and consistent color. Then we have texture.
This is the newly added feature in 2024. Okay, but right now no material has been applied to it, so that's why it is not showing any texture. But realistic, then this becomes realistic. And you see that no material has been applied, so no implementation of that. But if I just go to ground floor and if I just change this particular thing, let's say that course, within this course, right now we have this wireframe. ये देखो, wireframe है, that's why you can see the edge of the floor that has been constructed. If I just change to the shortcut of that is WF, now I will change to consistent color. The shortcut of that, sorry, hidden line. The shortcut of that is HL that I have entered.
So this is hidden line. Next to it is shaded. So SH. So this becomes shaded. Then is the consistent color. So CC. So this is the consistent color or shaded. इसके बीच में बहुत minute difference है. और ये है texture and this is realistic. But right now you cannot see the implementation of textures and realistic because there is no material applied to it. Okay, fine. So now we can proceed further. So I will come to this particular hidden line. So as I said that in this case of this wall,
With this particular location line to wall center line, it is snapping to the center of the wall. This is finish face exterior and finish face interior. Finish face exterior and interior are one and the same. If I just select this, you see that flip arrows. You can also click space on your keyboard and that will flip the direction. Clear? So that was pertaining to this particular thing, WA, that is wall center line, finish face exterior and finish face interior. Okay. Now we need to understand core center line, core face exterior and core face interior. बट दैट इज अ बिग टॉपिक, सो दैट विल फॉलो ऑन संडे. बट वो क्या है वो मैं आपको समझा देता हूँ, एंड देन वी विल एंड अप टुडेस क्लास. So I will just select this particular wall and delete it. I will just click this particular command WA. First is that I'll turn the HL, okay, with hidden line. I will just drop this down and I will select a wall that comes with Revit. Exterior brick and CMU on metal stud. See, if I select this particular wall and if I just go to edit type of this, then you see here, this is the edit assembly of that particular wall, that 3D element wall, which has only this one layer structure, which is of 8 inches. The thickness is the 8 inches. Clear? Fine. All this will follow later. Don't worry, everything will follow. But if I select this WA wall, and if I select the wall that comes with Revit, brick and CMU on metal stud, and if I just go to edit type of this, then you see that width is 1 feet 178 of an inch. And with this two wall center line, if I draw,
then you see that it is snapping to something else. I will select this two wall and delete it. Delete this and wall again. And with this, I will just change this to core face exterior. Then to it will snap to a different line, and core face interior, then to it will snap to a different line. The location line is different in all three cases. Okay. So now comes the time. Right now, the detail level is set to coarse. Medium and fine are one and the same. If I just change it to medium, what do you notice? You notice that within this wall assembly, several different layers have been added. Okay, detail or fine, one and the same. So from here, I will just change this to shading. Then you see the entire appearance of the wall changes. Let me just turn on the line weight, the visual line weight. ठीक है, तो ये है consistent, ये है shaded. मैं consistent color करता हूँ. So you see, didn't I say that there's a little bit gradient difference between shaded and consistent colors? Next is I'll just change it to texture. Then this appears. The actual material that has been applied to that particular 3D element. And this is realistic. Okay. So again, a gradient difference between texture and realistic. Now all this bottom taskbar visibility settings, all these settings are true only for the view you do that particular changes to. For example, the changes that you do here is not true for this particular view. And the changes you do here, I change this to hidden line, which is not true for this particular view. So here, if I just want to change to consistent color, CC, SH, shaded, realistic, R enter. Oh, here I was supposed to show you. CC. Then you see, this is the visual appearance of this wall in consistent color. If I just change it to shaded, that will change to this gradient. Okay. And if I just change it to realistic, that will change to this particular thing wherein the actual material applied to that wall is visible. Okay. But what important to understand is that in this case, let me just change it to HL again, and with detail level to medium or fine. What you understand here is that with wall center line, where is it snapping to? And where is it snapping to in case of core face exterior, and where is it snapping to core face interior? So in order to understand that, I need to take you to the assembly of this
and edit structure. And you see that all the different types of layers, external, exterior side, and interior side, and all the different types of layers has been assigned to it, which we need to understand in Sunday's lecture. Very important class. Okay, everyone do join on time. Different layers which have been different assigned different materials, and the materials also, if I just take you to this particular brick common, didn't I say that the application of the material will be in Monday's class, Sunday's class? वो नाइन्थ टॉपिक है, बट मुझे समझाना पड़ेगा आप लोगों को. ठीक है, तो आई जस्ट चेंज दिस टू लिस्ट व्यू. लेट्स सी इट अ बिगर थंबनेल्स. Okay, and this is the material browser of Revit.
material browser of Revit, wherein you see that this particular material,
Brick, brick common, brick common. If I type, then this is the material. See, which has a different appearance when applied. This didn't I say that? ये हाँ, वो जो 3 फोल्डर्स मैंने समझाए थे स्टार्टिंग में, उसके अलावा ये ये भी एक पाथ है, यहाँ पे भी सारे ये मैट इमेजेस होने चाहिए. ठीक है, all are these are the matte JPEG images, the material that we apply to a 3D element. Okay, under this you have this graphics, under this you have this render appearance color, there's different types of patterns, hatch patterns, just like we have in AutoCAD. Okay, cut pattern है, surface pattern है, appearance है, जहाँ पे actual material है. तो ये सारा customization समझना पड़ेगा, तब जाके समझ में आएगा that why is it behaving different in consistent color and different in shaded and different in realistic. Okay, so that will follow in Sunday's class. Okay, so with this we will end up today's class, and on Sunday I want एक्चुअली मैं तो चाहता हूँ सारे स्टूडेंट्स करेंगे, बट सब तो नहीं करेंगे. एक ये कहाँ गया वो कौन था, शाहिद शाहिद तो करेगा. हु एल्स विल डू द वर्क, हु एल्स विल डू द वर्क. ओके, विश्वमित्र करेगा. वेरी गुड. वीकडेज में कितने दिन क्लास रहेगा सर? 4 दिन, मंडे टू थर्सडे. फ्राइडे सैटरडे वी विल हैव ऑफ.
Monday,
हाँ,
Sunday is also off. Then Monday to Thursday, 4 days.
no, Monday to Thursday and Saturday Sunday off, and on Sunday we'll have big lecture of 2 hours.
Okay.
Okay. Yes,
So our next class will be
next class will be on Sunday, because tomorrow is Friday. Friday, Saturday we won't have class, and next class will be on Sunday, 9:45 a.m. I will send the link, and 10 a.m. sharp the class will start. And since it's Sunday, so the allowable permit time is 10:15. Actually तो 10:10 होना चाहिए, but 10:15. But उसके बाद मैं allow नहीं करूँगा. So just make sure that you join on time. Yes, being human. बोलो सलमान खान.
So I think you are using wrong language. Or yeah, I want to join this
Sorry.
for this. Yeah, I want to join this before you switched off my mic. So I'll be joining for this work.
Yeah, okay, fine. That's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So everyone please work and paste your work in the group, so that will inspire other students also. Yes. Good morning, students, and welcome back to ptscadexpert. So in the first lecture, we saw an overview and an introduction to Revit. It started with adding levels, how to modify that particular family, add grid lines, how to edit that particular family, and we started with this particular wall command, which is the big command. So real quick, very in just 2 to 3 minutes, I'll just give an overview, or I'll just repeat this particular wall command that we started with last time. That is, if you click this particular WA wall, then apart from the wall assembly, this particular thing generates 8 inch, which has the thickness of 8 inches. There are families that comes with Revit, brick and CMU on metal stud. This is an assembly that comes with Revit, and if we just go to edit type of this and edit structure, then you see that this is a very complex assembly wherein you have this exterior side, interior side, and there's various different layers assigned to it. Substrate 1, 2, thermal, finish 1, 4, membrane, and also the materials applied to it. Okay, so all of this we are going to understand today. What is graphics? What is this cut pattern, surface pattern, cut pattern, then actual JPEG image applied to that, then this particular view scale, then this coarse, level, and coarse, medium, and fine, then different visual styles, wireframe,
hidden line, shaded, consistent colors, textures,
and finally realistic. So all of this we are going to understand today, and also this instance parameter.
I've shown you of which this particular thing was remaining. That is core center line, core face exterior and interior. I made you explain the wall center line, finish face exterior and finish face interior, but this core face exterior and core face interior was remaining. So to understand this, we will start with a regular wall that comes with Revit. We will edit it. We will duplicate this particular family.
And look each and every customization associated to that, adding this different layers and editing this particular family. So we will learn this. So I will just, first step is that I will just duplicate this and call this PTS wall.
Okay. And as soon as I do that, if you just watch under your family section, as I explained you that Revit is a bunch and basket of families, nested and embedded families. So under this family section, if you expand, you have this wall category, wherein under the family section, you have all the 3D and 2D elements.
All the 3D and 2D families.
Okay. So under this basic wall, there are three types of wall: basic wall, curtain wall, and stacked wall. So under this basic wall, you have all the different types of wall assembly, under which now you have your PTS wall also, wherein which we are going to edit, and we will customize it, and we will reach editing it, achieving something like this, and moving forward from this. Furthermore, editing it and customizing it. Okay, so I will just say that WT, that is the split view, ZA, that is zoom extend all, and herein I will just say that WA, and I will select that PTS wall which we just duplicated. Okay, and with this,
We have this height up to terrace.
okay, fine, and location right now not important. We will keep it core center line. Right now not important. First we have to edit its assembly and add layers and try to understand all that. All this I showed you: chain, offset, radius. Okay, join status, allow and disallow, that will follow in tomorrow's lecture. So I will just click this particular wall and create that particular wall. Okay. So see, now this is a simple wall which doesn't have any customization to it. Okay. We are just going to say that edit type, and this is the different parameter associated to it, under which we have this graphics, that is core scale fill color and core scale fill pattern. What does that mean? That whenever your wall is being perceived or seen in this particular detail level course, when set to course, let me just turn it to hidden HL. I have added the shortcut for this particular visual style, hidden HL. So I'll just click this HL. Okay. And this is right now course. The detail level is set to course. So I'll select this and just go to edit type. And here we have this course scale fill pattern and color. Color, I will just change it to red. Okay. But that will not have any implementation. Apply and okay.
It doesn't have any implementation because that core scale fill color is for a pattern. So if I just click this particular thing, do you see that it pops up this various different hatch patterns? Just like AutoCAD, we have hatch patterns here in Revit also, from which if I just change this to concrete and say OK and apply and OK. So this is the core scale fill color.
Which is red, and the pattern which is set to concrete. For example, if I just scale down a bit, visual scale, then this is what you will see in that particular core scale, fill color and pattern. I'll just go to edit type again, and I will just change it back to what it was, that is black, and
This to no pattern. Okay.
फाइन वो कहाँ यूज करेंगे वो भी मैं समझाऊंगा कोर स्केल और core scale fill color and pattern if ever as per your office standard if you want to take out the printout of the working drawing of or detail of anything wherein you don't want to see any other thing, any other detail, but just want to see that pattern and hatch, When you want to isolate certain element, then at that time you have to use that particular function. Otherwise, वो कभी काम नहीं आएगा इतना. Okay.
Now we have to start editing this particular family. So I'll just go to edit type, and herein I will just go to structure. So this is the main assembly of that particular wall, wherein you have this exterior side, you have this interior side, you have this default wrapping,
Under which you have this at insert and at end, and modify vertical structure section preview only. What does that mean? So right now, if I just click this particular preview, then what you are seeing is the floor plan, floor plan, floor plan modify type attributes. If I just change it to section modify type attributes, then all these commands get activated. So these are true only for that particular sectional view. In plan view,
all these commands are not true. But first we need to understand this exterior side and interior side. And right now you see the default thickness
is set to 8 inches, which we have mentioned
in its type in its
type properties that we want the thickness of this wall to be 8 inches. Okay. So now, if I just drop this down, then you have the substrate 1, 2, thermal,
finish 1, 4, and all this particular different types of layers which we can assign to this particular wall.
Okay. Of which, if you just select this particular wall, and if you just go to edit type of that and go to edit, then we will follow the chronology that is set by Revit, which says that substrate 2
should be on the exterior side, membrane layer can be on both the sides, thermal air layer should be again on the exterior side, and finish 1-4 should be on the exterior side, and finish 2-5 should be on the interior side. So this is the chronology that is set by Revit. It doesn't make any difference if I just change this particular thing to finish from finish 2-5 to finish 1-4, then not a problem. But it has set some system, some methodology which it is following. So we are just going to adapt to that. Only thing is that
you cannot add this particular membrane layer to the core structure. So whatever is between these two core boundaries is the core structure.
Okay. And rest all these layers are the exterior layers, and all these layers are the interior layers. So we are going to edit that wall assembly and achieve something like this. Okay. So let's select this particular wall and go to edit type and go to edit. Fine. So what if I want to insert the layer? So as per the chronology set by Revit, structure 1 is always between the two boundaries, of which the thickness will be 9 inch, that is typical wall thickness as per Indian standards, that is 230 mm.
0.23 meters, 23 centimeters. Fine.
We are going to apply a material to that.
Fine. So as soon as I click this particular thing, this dialog box, you see this button with next to this by category. It opens up this material browser. It opens up this material browser. Okay. Wherein all the materials by default provided by Revit are enlisted. Fine. So here is couple of things which you need to understand. See, when you click this particular thing, you have an ability to open up this particular AEC material. Okay. This is the editor. This is called the editor. These are some couple of materials that are provided by Revit, of which some are, you can adjust the tiling, thumbnail size from here, of which couple of them are part of this editor and couple of them are not. Okay, I am just giving you a basic overview and showing you that how to use this existing material that is provided by Revit, how to create a new material and how to edit it and how to assign it our own customized material. That will follow slowly and gradually. But right now, we are just going to use the material that is provided by Revit. Also, there is this particular asset browser, under which of all this is of no use. What is only of our use is this particular appearance library, under which all the pre-built materials, predefined materials by Revit is already present, which you cannot edit. But what you can do is that you can just make it a part of asset editor, that is replace the current asset in the editor with this asset and then modify it. Okay. So slowly and gradually everything is followed. But right now for today, we are just going to use the existing material that are provided by Revit. Okay. Of which right now we are talking about this core structure, 9 inch. Okay. Which is actually not going to be seen, but still we will apply a material to it. I will just use this particular clad white. Please try to join on time, guys. 10 बजे का time था. Please try to join on time. Okay. So I'm just going to use this particular material, clad white. Okay. So if I just select any of the default tab material, let me just scale this down a bit, 32. Okay. And default, yes, yeah, default. Then you see that this various different fields are present over here, under which you have this identity, that is descriptive information, product information, all this. You have this graphics, under which you have this color, surface pattern, and this cut pattern. Then you have this appearance, which wherein you can assign it a JPEG image, various parameters, reflectivity, transparency, cutout, self-illumination. Okay, but Revit is not a rendering software, but I will show you that what is all this particular thing. Fine, step by step. If you just expand this, then you have this physical and thermal also. What do you mean by physical? So, physical and thermal refers to MEP, that all the materials have certain physical properties also and thermal properties also. So that is pertaining to MEP. So that is not our part. So that we don't need to worry about it right now. So I will just select this particular clad white, which is an existing material of Revit. Okay, which under identity it has this description wood. Graphics. If you just go to graphics, then this is the color which has been used when this material will be perceived in visual style consistent color. It doesn't have any surface pattern and it has this cut pattern of wood finish. Okay, and if I just go to appearance, then no JPEG image has been applied, but just this color has been applied to it. Okay, now what is the meaning of this particular surface pattern and cut pattern? कोई बता सकता है सरफेस पैटर्न का मतलब क्या है और कट पैटर्न का मतलब क्या है for any material that you apply to any 3D element?
सरफेस पैटर्न मीन सर लेवल 1 पर शो होगा जो भी आप हैचिंग करेंगे. कट
लेवल 1
पैटर्न
पे.
में सेक्शंस में. जी हाँ.
ओके, और कट पैटर्न क्या है?
जब आप सेक्शन कट करेंगे तो जो आप जो व्यू आएगा उसमें पैटर्न दिखाई देगा.
इज ही करेक्ट? यस, एनीवन एल्स? क्या वो सही बोल रहा है? सरफेस पैटर्न लेवल 1 में दिखेगा?
सर नहीं पता.
नहीं पता. He is partly correct, but he used the wrong terminologies to explain his part. Surface simple logic ये बोलता है कि surface pattern is the pattern which you visualize when you see a 3D element in elevation, not at ground plane or ground level or anything. अगर तुम उसको elevation में भी देखोगे तो वो pattern दिखेगी. That is called the surface pattern. और cut pattern क्या है? When you see that particular element when cut in plan, so that is the cut pattern. Okay. For example, if I just take you to this particular wall, so right now the visual style is set to shaded. Okay, sorry, SH shaded, or sorry, consistent color, CC. CC is the shortcut added for this particular visual style by me. CC. Okay, so if I just come here and right now the detail level is set to coarse. If I just turn it to medium or fine, then you see that this is view specific. All this visibility bottle task by visibility setting are view specific. So right now, both in plan and 3D, when the visual style is set to consistent color, what you are seeing is the red color and this particular pattern. ठीक है? क्यों? Because hearing this finish 1-4, this is brick common. The material has been applied to it. If I just click this particular dot, and navigate to that particular material, then under graphics, you see that this is the color that is set for its preview in consistent color or shaded. This is the surface pattern, which is brick, and this is the cut pattern, which is this diagonal hatch. Okay, so that is the reason that whenever you cut, you see that particular thing in plan. When cut, you see that this is the diagonal hatch. This is the diagonal hatch and the color that it reflects or it projects. But when you see that particular thing, same thing in elevation, then this is the color which is same, but the hatch pattern is different. Clear? So that is
Yes,
what
sir.
you, yeah, the, yeah, please now mute your mic. So
Okay.
that is what I meant by cut pattern and hatch pattern or surface pattern. Cut pattern and surface pattern. Okay. So what we will do, we will, and this is the actual appearance, and this is the actual JPEG image that has been applied to it. So that's why, see, if I just click this particular thing, then this is the source. If you have properly extracted your library, then you will have all your MET files, JPEG files, from which this brick, कहाँ गई brick? हाँ ये रही brick non-uniform. This particular material or any of this particular material has been applied to it. Brick uniform, brick non-uniform running burgundy.png. Fine. So that is stands for realistic. So now I'll select this, go to edit type, and if I just go to edit and click this particular box button, then clad white. This is the material which has this graphics pattern. Why I'm using this? Because generally in AutoCAD, when we show the hatch, wall hatch, we just cut. Regularly, it is typically that angled line. AutoCAD में हम करते हैं ना वो. So this material is having that particular thing. So that's why I'm using this material. Otherwise, it doesn't have any customization to it. It's just this color has been applied and this cut pattern of diagonal hatch has been applied to it. See. From this, if you can select this particular aluminum also. Yeah, aluminum. Yeah. So this pretty much looks like a typical wall hatch when cut in plan, which we use in AutoCAD. Okay. But right now, we will use the existing one. And with this, you see that now in floor plan, this particular wall is getting cut. When cut, it is reflecting this particular pattern. Okay. Let me change this to 9 inch. Apply. Okay. Apply and okay. Fine. So undo. This was the wall, default wall. Redo. Control Y. We applied this material, and now visually this wall looks like this. Okay. PTS wall. For which, if I just go to plan and you just see that this diagonal hatch is seen in plan. For hidden line also, that is this visual style also, hidden line also, wireframe also, shaded also, consistent colors also. And if I just change it to realistic, R enter, then that hatch will disappear. Why? Why that particular hatch disappeared for realistic view? मतलब ये realistic के लिए कोई बता सकता है वो हैच रियलिस्टिक के लिए डिसअपियर क्यों हो गई? Nobody?
सर उसमें विजुअल रियलिस्टिक दिखा रहे
वही तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि रियलिस्टिक कंसिस्टेंट कलर के लिए ये हैच विजिबल है और कलर भी विजिबल है, पर रियलिस्टिक के लिए दैट हैच डिसअपियर. क्यों? व्हाई? Not following? Because as I just explained that this particular material under this graphics, this particular pattern is only true when this particular wall is cut in plan and it is true for shaded and consistent color. For realistic, this color has been applied to it. So you will see no hatch pattern for realistic. If I talk about this particular wall, then see, this is the realistic view. So this, in realistic view, a 3D element will show the actual material that has been applied to it. ये कंक्रीट का मटेरियल है, ये कुछ और है, ये कुछ और है, ये ब्रिक है, एक्चुअल ब्रिक है. अगर मैं यहाँ से इसका विजुअल स्टाइल कंसिस्टेंट कलर चेंज कर देता हूँ, तो ये देखो ये हैच पैटर्न दिखेगी और ये कलर दिखेगा. बट रियलिस्टिक के लिए दैट इज नॉट ट्रू. रियलिस्टिक मतलब एक्चुअल मटेरियल जो हमने उसको अप्लाई किया है, असाइन किया है, वो दिखेगा. क्लियर एवरीबॉडी?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's move ahead forward. I will furthermore edit this. I will just go to edit. Now, I will add layers to this particular wall, wherein I'll just go to insert. And as soon as I insert, one more field gets added, from which I will move this structure 1 on the exterior side. Okay? And as per the chronology that is set by Revit, this doesn't have any logic, but we are just following the chronology that is set by Revit. Otherwise, it doesn't have any technical logical reason that why is substrate 1 added between these two core boundaries and why is substrate 2 here and why finish 1 4 and the exterior and finish 2 5 on the interior. But we are just following the chronology that is set by Revit. Okay, so this is supposed to be substrate 2. Okay, of which thickness I will just give at 0.5 क्योंकि मुझे इसकी thickness 12 mm देनी है. I forwarded this. So I have forwarded this particular image in group, which is fraction to decimal conversion. Ever if you want to type, this is dealing with micro units. For example, if you are working with decimal, that is meter and mm, then you can enter 1.5, 1.75. But if you are working with feet and fractional inches, और अगर मुझे यहाँ पे लिखना है 12 mm, तो मैं कैसे लिखूंगा? How will I write 12 mm? Revit is compatible between switching units. If I just write 12 mm, then it will accept. But this is the ugly fraction. So what if I want to type exactly? So I will write 12 mm is 0.5 inch. Okay, 1 mm is 25 mm. 1 inch is 25 mm. Not even exactly 1 inch is 25.4 mm. So we will follow certain standards. So I will just type 0.5 inch and enter. So that will accept 0.5 inch. Okay. So that was the purpose of sending you this particular thing that we will witness in today's class only. That ever if we want to type 1.625 of an inch or 1/5 of an inch, then how will I type that particular thing here? So for that purpose, I have to type 1.625 of an inch. Because sorry, if I just come to this particular family and if I just go to edit type and if I just go to edit, you see that this is written 3/5 of an inch. तो 3/5 of an inch उसने कैसे लिखा होगा? So this is that 5/8 of an inch is, see, from 0 to 25, 0 to 50. This is 0.5. We have this 0.375, which is 3/8 of an inch. This is 0.250, that is 1/4 of an inch. 0.125, that is 1/8 of an inch. Likewise, we have the 5/8 of an inch, 3/4 of an inch, 7/8 of an inch, and 1. Okay. So right now, for this particular thing, I will just come here, go to edit type, edit, edit, and herein I'll just insert one layer and go on the exterior side, call it substrate 2. I can type down the material also if I remember the name. So I will just type clad white because I remember the valid material. Clad white, okay, clad dash white है, इसलिए it didn't accept. but that has the graphics pattern, cut pattern of the diagonal head and appearance of this particular color, as I explained. Yes, clad white. But its thickness is equals to, sorry, not clad white. Herein, for this particular material, for this half inch, I'm going to apply a different material. Which material? Gypsum, no, not gypsum wall board. Hmm, कौन सा था वो? Edit, edit, plywood shielding. Yeah, plywood shielding. So I will come here, go to edit type, and let me just check that exterior type पे कौन सा है और interior type पे यहाँ पे gypsum wall board है और यहाँ पे brick common है. Okay, okay, fine. चलो. So I will come here, go to edit type, go to edit, add a layer, insert. Ever if you, while working here in this particular editing family, if you ever happen to press escape, then you will lose all the customization within that particular boundary, and you have to redo all the steps. So just make sure that each and every step, at each and every stage, you just keep clicking OK, so that will accept the changes that you have done. I will enter one, move it up, move it to substrate 2, and this particular material is equals to, क्या था वो वापस भूल गया मैं. ओहो, कौन सा मटेरियल था? Not able to hear anything. Ashutosh, is there a problem with everyone?
No, I was not able to hear. Now it is clear.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Yeah, the material was plywood shielding. Plywood. This is the existing material that comes with Revit. It is enlisted over here also, and this made a part of editor. So plywood shielding. So you see that under this identity, this is plywood. The class is wood. The graphics says that this is the color which you will see when you will see this particular material in consistent color or shaded. It has not been applied any surface pattern, neither any cut pattern, but appearance. This is the actual JPEG image that has been applied to it. Finisher laminate plywood. Finisher. Okay. Just click here and type F. So that will navigate. And herein finisher plywood. Yeah. See, this is that. No, this is bamboo. Mm, which is that material? Finisher laminate plywood. यहाँ पे है. But as soon as I turn this to thumbnail, that will be lost. So I have to look for it manually. But I couldn't locate it. It is part of this only. This all this. It will be somewhere over here. Yeah, here. Okay. So this particular material has been applied to it. Okay. And just say that okay. And this would be 12 mm, that is 0.5. And I'll just say that. So see, automatically that layers get added to this particular thing. I'll just click OK before I do any customization. So you see, now this particular thing in exterior is visible, is visually appearing like this on the exterior side, on the interior side, and on the exterior side, it is reflecting this material. If I just turn this to realistic, it is only realistic. So if in consistent color, CC, consistent color, this is the color that it shows. Not changing to consistent color. TW, yeah. So this is SH shaded, this is consistent color, and this is realistic. So you see, in realistic, this actual material is now visible. Okay, but anyway, that layer is not going to be seen. So TW, WT again, ZA, that is zoom extend all. Come here, go to edit type, edit. Now,
I will add one more layer. I will drop down. And as per the chronology that is set by Revit, the next layer that I will appear or assign is this thermal air layer. Okay. Which I will just give a thickness of 3 inch. So you see, this thing has been applied. I will just apply an existing material, air. We have two existing materials pertaining to that, air and air infiltration barrier. Both of them are same, under which you see that these are the physical and thermal attributes applied to that material, which is not of our use at this stage. ये MEP का part है. So right now you don't need to worry about it. But under this graphics, you have nothing. Under identity, the description is air and the class is gas. And the appearance is this. This material has been applied. It has been given reflectivity also, little bit of reflectivity and little bit of 100 amount of transparency has been applied to it. Okay. And I will use this air and apply. Okay. And 3 inch. Now, can anyone tell me that what is this layer and what is the use of this?
Thermocol, sir.
थर्मोकॉल उसका क्या काम है? थर्मोकॉल का क्या काम है? Okay, apply and okay. What is the use of thermal air layer and where is it used? प्लान में चलते हैं. देखो,
ये अपना कोर लेयर है 9 इंच का. 9 इंच थोड़ा ज्यादा हो गया और दिखने नहीं वाला था 6 इंच. Yes, who is this? Mouse, your mic is very. Yes. तो थर्मल एयर लेयर का क्या काम है?
what is the use of thermal air layer?
थर्मल रेसिस्टेंस प्रोवाइड करते हैं सर,
वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड,
आइसोलेट करके रखते हैं.
वेरी गुड. सिविल इंजीनियर हो क्या?
यस सर.
तभी.
okay. So not talking about the Indian standards. Forget about the Indian or international standards. There are certain situations wherein you need a wall, wherein you need to create a wall which would have a cavity within, which would resist the outside temperature penetrate into the
Building. For example, if it is a laboratory, hospital,
auditorium. Okay, if it is a any special, it is solving any special purpose, special type of wall you have to design, wherein you have to control the outside moisture penetrate into the building. At that time, you use this cavity layer. That is called thermal air layer. If this is the wall of an auditorium, then this particular material will change to any of the material having acoustics, which will provide insulation. The purpose of this particular air layer is to provide insulation, whether heat or cold insulation or sound insulation. अगर ये वॉल किसी ऑडिटोरियम की है, मल्टीप्लेक्स की है, थिएटर की है,
तो वहां पे इस वॉल को यहाँ पे एक लेयर दिया जाएगा, थर्मल एयर लेयर, और उसे air layer, not thermal air layer, and that acoustics material will be applied to that. Okay, and if it is a special function which it is solving, then this cavity will provide heat and cold insulation. Clear? So that is the purpose of this particular thermal air layer. Okay, and now I'll just click OK. And again, come here. I will insert one more layer, and as per the chronology set by Revit, the next will be the membrane layer. Okay, and if I just try to apply material thickness to this particular membrane layer, then it will just say that membrane layer functions require zero thickness. Then what is this membrane layer actually? If you cannot assign the thickness, तो फिर Revit में उसका काम क्या है? So
bitumen.
Yes. Who was this?
कौन था ये?
Ganesh.
अरे वाह,
Very good. So this is the casting of the membrane layer. It hardly has any thickness. Okay. It hardly
have any thickness to it. But the purpose of this membrane layer is to
provide dampness. See, damp proofing. This is the material that is provided by Revit. Appearances, it had been assigned this color, it had no graphics, and another identity, damp proofing. Okay. So this is membrane layer which has been applied the material, but it requires zero thickness. और अगर zero thickness ही है तो उसका काम क्या है? But we are following the uh, chronology that is set by Revit. So this damp proofing layer is provided. It is hardly of any mm.
it is provided on floor also and on external surface of wall also to avoid damp proofing. Okay.
Fine. So I just click OK. Come here, and then finally we'll go to insert, and this would be the exterior most layer, finish 1/4, and that would be 0.34 of an inch. अब मुझे 0.34 of an inch लिखना है तो मैं कैसे लिखूंगा? So for that purpose, I send you that particular image of fractional to decimal conversion. अगर मुझे 0.34 of an inch लिखना है, 1.34 या 2.34 या only 0.34, तो मैं कैसे लिखूंगा? Then decimal, the conversion of that is 0.75 of an inch. Okay. So herein I'll just type 0.75 of an inch. So that particular layer has been added on the exterior face. Clear? Again, I'll come here and I'll say that insert, and I will just drop down. This I will again change to membrane layer. Again, I will apply this dampness, the material of dampness, damp proofing, which you cannot assign any thickness, but we are just following the system that is set by Revit. Again, I will just say that insert and down, and this is supposed to be finished to 5, which is going to be 0.5 inches, 12 mm, and this would be applied a material of gypsum wallboard, which has graphics when the cut pattern is set to sand. Okay.
And appearance, it has just been assigned this color. Okay. And under identity, description says that it is gypsum wallboard generic. Okay. So this way we have achieved this particular 10 3/4 of an inch. इसको 9 ही कर देता हूँ. हाँ, 1 foot 1 3/4 of an inch. Okay.
क्लियर? तो टू ब्रिक थिक वॉल है जिसको एक्सटीरियर में भी मटेरियल्स अप्लाई किए हैं, लेयर्स अप्लाई किए हैं, इंटीरियर में भी लेयर अप्लाई किया है. आई जस्ट क्लिक ओके, अप्लाई. सो नाउ योर वॉल is changed to this particular,
This entire, of which if I just select this and just press space, that will revert. But why is
just yeah, I forgot to apply the material to this finish 1/4, and I will just apply an existing material of brick common, which has the graphics. When seen in surface, it will reflect this hatch. When cut, it will reflect this hatch. And if seen in realistic, it will reflect, it will show this particular JPEG. And just click OK and OK, apply and OK. So you see, now
we have achieved this particular thing and we are moving closer to this. Fine. What we started with was this simple 8-inch generic wall. We have edited it, added layers to this, customized this, and achieved this much. Okay, so this is how you create your custom wall
as per your need and your requirement. Add layers to it, edit it, and create that particular wall. Change it up. Apply and okay. Yeah, fine. That looks pretty much better, composed and proportionate.
Yeah, so let's move forward now. Edit type, edit structure. And we are done with this adding layers on exterior side and interior side and how to use existing materials and how to apply materials to this. Okay.
Now, if you just watch this particular assembly that comes with Revit, what you notice is that this particular layer, ये बाहर का जो layer है, wherein there are several other elements assigned to it. You see that this is something, this is something, this is something different layer. These are the niche, the grooves which it is reflecting. So how to do that particular thing? वो कैसे करेंगे? So in order to understand that, we will just go to edit type and go to edit. And from here, you see that this default wrapping is tomorrow's topic. Today, I need to make you understand this modify vertical structure section preview only. So right now we are in plan. If I just turn this to section attribute, then you see that all this commands get activated. Modify, merge region, sweeps, assign layer, split region, and reveal. Okay. So we have to start seeing this step by step. Where could I get the first class recording at this? Yeah, this is not the correct time to ask this question. I'm on to on some topic. Fine. So we will try to understand these different functions while modify vertical structure section to view only. Okay. So first is this particular sweeps. So what do you understand by sweep? So as soon as I click this, you see that this dialog box appears. Wall sweeps, which are these various different parameters: profile, material, distance, from, orientation, and etc. etc. But right now,
Nothing. Everything is blank. So sweep is nothing. Sweeps in Revit is basically a 2D profile that you assign to a particular path. Right now, this wall is having some path. Across that complete length or that path, if you want to assign a 2D profile which it should reflect, then you have to add a profile. So you see that as soon as I add this particular profile, sweeps and add.
and just say that apply. So you see that by default, it will accept the default profile that comes with Revit, and it will host that profile along the entire path. Okay, apply and okay and okay. So now whenever you will draw this particular wall, select this wall, and if you want to draw the same type of wall, then what is the command? The command is create similar. The shortcut to that is CS. So as soon as when selected, if you click CS, you will be able to draft that same wall. तो जितने भी walls मैं draw करूंगा,
That all will have follow that particular customization. That will reflect that particular default profile along its path. Okay. I will just come here and go to edit type, edit, and go to sweeps. While in plan, you won't be able to access this command. While in section, you'll be able to access this.
sweeps. Okay. So right now, if I just drop this down, then you have with various different profiles which are true for this sweeps. Parapet cap precast, sill precast,
And wall sweep soldier codes, 1 brick, 2 brick, and 3 brick. Okay. तो यहाँ से मैं सिलेक्ट करता हूँ that I want to reference this particular parapet cap precast. ठीक है, and I'll just say that apply. So you see, this particular profile gets hosted on the bottom of that particular wall. Now what is this? हम इसको क्या कहेंगे? I will say that not from base but from top. Apply.
That is coping.
Very good. This is called the coping. Okay. Okay. Apply and okay.
So now your wall will reflect that particular coping along its entire length. ये थोड़ी ज्यादा बड़ी हो गई.
Edit. Sweeps. 16 inch. Apply. Yes. This looks proportionate.
Apply and okay. Fine. So you see that the coping has been applied to it. But why it has accepted that particular thing along the entire path? Because it is a sweep, and the sweep is referencing this profile. Where to find this profile from? So under family section, you will have this category. See, under this particular family section, you will have this category.
Profiles. If you just expand this, then you will be able to find all the 2D profiles that are provided by Revit. Under which you this receive. This was the three profiles that are true for this particular wall. That is parapet cat precast, sill precast, and wall sweep brick soldier course. If I expand this, then you see that this several different types have been enlisted here. If I just select this and go to edit type of that, so that will open up altogether a different file, a different template file. As I said, Revit is a bunch and basket of families, nested and embedded families. So this particular family is being built somewhere else. Parapet pap precast. You see that under properties it reads this family's profiles. And if you just watch this, then you see there is no 3D interface.
The 3D is not true for this because this is just a 2D profile. ये lines है, 2D lines है सिर्फ. Okay, but here if I just go to this particular family type,
You see that this various different parameters have been assigned to this. From which, if I just change this to 14 inch, apply, so you see, it contracts. 20 inch, expand.
26 inch expand. Why it is behaving like this? Because if I just go to VG, visibility graphics of Revit, annotation categories, dimensions, and reference plane.
Apply and OK. So this particular family has been parametrically constrained across this reference planes by assigning this different dimensions, locking it and assigning it various parameters. Don't worry, everything will follow slowly and gradually. This is just I'm explaining you. Right now you don't need to pull your hair.
On what is reference plane,
What is parameters? Please mute your mic, whomsoever. Parameters क्या है? Locking क्या है? Reference planes क्या है? You don't need to worry about all this thing. Slowly and gradually, everything will follow. Okay, and I will teach you in phase 2 how to create such parametric 2D profiles. खुद की.
okay? But right now, we will just use the existing one that comes with Revit. Okay, so this is the parametric profile, 2D profile. So that is how.
That is why when I switch between these various different types, it behaves likewise. 26 inch wide कर दूंगा तो
उस wall की thickness के basis पे इतना लंबी हो जाएगी. But that is not what we want. So we will use just 16 inch wide, apply. Okay, distance pertains to a displacement in the x direction. Wherein if I just say that 1 inch or let's say that 2 inch, and if I just say that apply, it will pop up an error. Could not create integrated wall sweep for wall instance. Sweep position is outside its wall. तो पॉजिटिव डायरेक्शन में वॉल के ऊपर हम इसे रेफरेंस नहीं कर सकते. If I enter negative 2 inch, then that will work. Or let's say that negative 1 feet. That will accept. But if I just change this to positive value, 6 inch, then it will not accept. It will pop up an error.
Okay, so this is pertaining to its displacement in the y direction, which is always set to 0.
For coping. Okay, where you want to reference it from? That is not from base, but from top. I will apply it an existing material of concrete. Because coping है, तो concrete का रहेगा. I will use this particular concrete precast, which under graphics, this is the surface pattern, this is the color, this is the surface pattern, this is the cut pattern of concrete, and this is the actual material that has been applied to it. ठीक है? Okay.
And apply. Orientation क्या रखना है? Perpendicular to face or parallel to ground. If I just say that parallel to ground, then it doesn't have any implementation. So we will always go with perpendicular to face and apply. Side क्या रखनी है? Exterior or interior. If I just change this to interior and apply,
that will flip. Okay. So this basically has to do with the instance parameter which we use when we draft the wall, that what you want its location line to be.
exterior, interior, core face, exterior, interior. याद आ रहा है? Okay. So we will keep this exterior right now.
This is not important at this stage. You just select your preferred option and you will just go for it. Offset. What is this offset? So offset refers to a displacement in the y direction.
Apply. So see. And with zero offset, it will exactly reference over here. Okay. So you see that if I just expand this to 20 inch, then this face stays intact and this expands. Why is it like that? That is because it has been parametrically constrained. तो वो हम phase 2 parametric modeling में देखेंगे. Apply.
Okay, flip. It will flip the profile, but that is not what we want. Setback is not important. Cut wall, yes, of course we want to cut wall. And cuttable, ये क्या है, ये दो parameter मैं मुझे नहीं पता.
So with this, if I just click OK and OK, apply and OK, so now you will see that your wall is referencing that particular 2D profile of concrete coping. Okay, because exactly that has been done here. Okay, okay. Now we will create this particular sweep. We will use this particular sweep. Soldier course क्या है? किसी को पता है? Brick soldier course. Basics. When you apply this particular brick horizontally or vertically, so that this is called the soldier course. ठीक है? इसे soldier course कहते हैं. See this particular thing. So we will have this particular soldier course here as well.
So if I just go to edit type and edit and sweeps, I will add 1, 2, and 3. This I will call. If you just drop down, then you see that wall sweep soldier course 1 brick. This I will call 2 brick, and this I will call 3 brick.
And this I will apply the material of brick soldier course, existing material of Revit, okay, which has been applied this JPEG image, and under graphics, this is the pattern that you will see in elevation, and this is the cut pattern, which is exactly cut pattern is same as this brick common, but this surface pattern is different in both the cases. For this brick common, it is referencing this pattern, but for soldier course, it is referencing this pattern. And this is the actual material that has been applied to this, and this is the actual material that has been applied to this. Okay, this is JPEG image. So I will use this brick soldier course, which is the existing material. I will select this, Control A, Control C, Control V, Control V. Okay. Now I want to reference this from
top, and from top. But this distance would be negative 1 feet. 1 brick thick है, ठीक है?
This should be negative 2 feet. Apply.
And this should be negative 1 feet. This should be negative 2 feet, and this should be negative 3 feet 6 inches. Okay, and apply.
But you see that there is some problem. Cancel and ये कौन सा है? Oh, this should be 1 brick. This should be 2 brick, and this should be 3 brick. And then I'll say that apply. Fine. So could not create a two sweeps are overlapping. तो ओवरलैप कर रहे हैं, इसकी वजह से हमें थोड़े डिमेंशन में चेंज करने पड़ेंगे. -2 feet 3 inches and this to be -4 feet and apply.
Fine. So it has laid all that particular thing, but I guess that still they are very close. So what I will do, I will just change this to -30, that is 2 feet 6 inches, and this to -5 foot and apply. So now all of them are separate. Clear? Clear, everybody? And just click OK, OK, apply, and OK. So now do you see that? ये देखो. This is exactly 1 brick.
So this material is showing 1 brick. ये 2 brick और ये 3 brick, 3 brick. Why it is behaving like this? Because if I just go to this particular profile section, profiles, and under that you have the wall sweep brick soldier course, 1 brick, 2 brick, and 3 brick. And if I right click and edit it, so that will open up this particular 2D profile, which again doesn't have a 3D interface, but this family types, this has, you see, this computation. बहुत डिफिकल्ट है ये, अभी कुछ समझ में नहीं आएगा. डोंट वरी, जस्ट ट्राई टू फॉलो. दिस इज 2 brick and this is 3 brick. Okay, for 3 brick, if I just say that apply, it would automatically expand. This is just a rectangular 2D profile which has been hosted BG annotation category dimension reference plane. Apply and OK. Assigning it two parameters, height and brick depth. But it is computationally behaving that the height should be number of bricks into brick length. Okay, and this brick height is equal to brick length divided by 3. All this is parametric computation.
So you don't need to worry about it right now. You just need to follow. Fine. So say that no and come here. Fine. Now I shouldn't have closed it. What if I want to displace this?
And exactly merge with the top exteriormost layer of this particular wall.
उसके लिए मैं क्या करूँ? I'll just go to edit again and VG annotation category dimensions and reference plane. Apply and OK. So here is, you see one parameter brick depth which is 3/5 of an inch. उसका क्या मतलब है? अगर 3/5 of an inch मुझे लिखना है तो मैं कैसे लिखूंगा? 3.625 of an inch. So that will write 3/5 of an inch. So this is the parameter which is the brick depth. Okay. So ever if I want to have a flush surface for this particular thing,
तो मैं कौन सा पैरामीटर एडिट करूंगा और कितना? स्वीप्स. चलो. यस,
कौन सा पैरामीटर एडिट करूंगा और कितना? See, this is the reference plane. ये वॉल का फेस है. We have assigned it. We have assigned it and it is perfectly referenced like this here. For example, if I just go to this and if I take a section, go to that particular section. And if I modify and measure it, then this is exactly 358 of an inch. Why? Because here in a template file where that particular thing has been composed and modeled, it has been given this is the reference planes.
वो क्या है वो अभी आप डोंट वरी, बट दिस हैज बीन रेफरेंस गिविंग इट दिस पैरामीटर ब्रिक डेप्थ, उसकी ये डेप्थ है और हमने उसे एक्सीरियर फेस पे रेफरेंस किया है। तो मुझे अगर ये फ्लश करना है तो मैं कैसे करूंगा? इफ आई वांट दिस फ्लश सरफेस तो मैं कौन सा पैरामीटर एडिट करूंगा और कितना?
Yes,
ब्रिक वॉल 1 को एडिट करेंगे सर।
क्या?
ब्रिक वॉल 1।
Brick wall 1.
कोर्स वन।
हाँ सॉरी, कोर्स 1, हाँ वही।
हाँ, तो कौन सा पैरामीटर एडिट करेंगे?
कोर्स 1 ये
पर कहाँ उसका कौन सा पैरामीटर एडिट करेंगे इसको फ्लश करने के लिए?
डिस्टेंस को।
Distance pertains to a displacement in the x
ऑफसेट को
direction.
ऑफसेट
Yes, who is the guy who said offset?
खिजर शेख।
Very good, Shikha. Offset is the parameter which pertains to displacement in the y direction. Sorry, x direction. Distance is the parameter which pertains to displacement in the y direction. Okay? So if I want to flush this, then I will type 3.625 of an inch. Are 0. Are 3 point 3 point नहीं, sorry 0.625 of an inch. 0.625 of an inch. So 358 of an inch. But 358 of an inch है उसका. इसकी thickness 358 of an inch है. तो 3.625 of an inch. 3.625 of an inch. So 358 of an inch. Okay? And I'll just say that apply.
So इस डायरेक्शन में होगा। अगर ये डायरेक्शन में करना है तो क्या करूंगा मैं? नेगेटिव। कॉपी, पेस्ट, पेस्ट एंड अप्लाई। हो गए तीनों प्रोफाइल्स फ्लश। इसको 9 कर देता हूं। अप्लाई, यस, एंड जस्ट क्लिक ओके एंड ओके। अप्लाई। Clear, everybody? So see, this is 1 brick, this is 2 brick, and this is 3 brick. We have edited a wall. We are moving away from this customization now. Okay? Let me just save it before I lose it. Fine. Let's move forward.
तो यहाँ पे देखिए
इसको मैं edit, sweeps और interior कर देता हूँ। Apply. That would make more sense. Apply and okay. Yes. Okay. Clear? This is how we have added 3 sweeps, 4 sweeps. One is this copy and another is this within the wall. Next is that now we need to add this sweep. But before that, yeah, okay, this sweep, ये add कर लेते हैं. So I will just select this particular wall, go to its
edit type, go to edit, go to sweeps, and this time I will say that add a profile, but I'll drop down and I will use this sill precast 12-inch wide. Okay, this I will again apply the same material of concrete. ठीक है, वो भी coping ही है, this is also coping, but within this wall, or maybe let's say that on the lintel level of door or window. Okay, distance. This time I will say that from base and I will just give it a height of 4 feet. And I will just say that apply. आ गया? Clear? From base and at 4 feet. Perpendicular to face, exterior, offset 0. Clear? And okay, okay, apply and okay. So this is the coping within the wall.
If I just go to the construction part of that, then under profile, just like wall sweep brick soldier course, just like parapet cap precast, you have the sill precast.
Which is hosted at the sill of a window. Edit. So this is the profile. See, if I just go to family types and expand 8 inch, apply. So that will expand. 12 inch, apply. That will furthermore expand. VG, annotation categories, dimension, reference planes, apply and OK.
Clear, everybody? Inset in wall is 3/5 of an inch. So that's why if I just modify and measure this from this point to this point, it will exactly read 3/5 of an inch. What does that mean? अगर मुझे ये प्रोफाइल एग्जैक्टली ये फेस पे फ्लश्ड चाहिए तो मैं क्या करूंगा? चलो, व्हाट विल आई डू?
ऑफसेट करेंगे सर।
कितना?
8
कितना?
इंच।
हाँ,
8 इंच सर।
8 इंच?
हम्म।
क्या बोल रहा है यार?
सर माइनस में करेंगे ना?
अरे यार, माइनस में करेंगे तो भी 8 इंच थोड़ी करेंगे।
8 इंच 8 इंच कहां से लाया तू?
1 फीट 8 इंच सर।
3/5 of an inch. This is 3/5 of an inch. The inset in wall, 3/5 of an inch. This is the parameter. मतलब वो wall में 3/5 of an inch अंदर जा रहा है। तो मुझे अगर ये flush चाहिए तो I will just go to edit type, go to edit, go to sweeps and enter this too.
Control C and Control V and just say that apply. This time not negative but positive.
So that will exactly flush on the exterior surface. 3/5 of an inch उसका इंसेट है, उसका पैरामीटर है ये। देखो ना, ये वॉल में 3/5 ऑफ एन इंच चाहिए, तो मुझे अगर फ्लश कनेक्शन चाहिए तो मैं उसको 3/5 ऑफ एन इंच बाहर निकालूंगा। इट इज ऑलरेडी इंसर्टेड 3/5 ऑफ एन इंच इन द वॉल। क्लियर एवरीबॉडी?
Okay, so this is
यस।
how you deal
Yes, yes.
parametrically. Yes, this is how you deal parametrically in Revit. Okay, I'll just click undo, and this is what I want. I want the insert and want to be 3/5 of an inch. That's fine. Okay, so that is how we have added all the sweeps. Now we need to add reveals. What is reveal? Something that deducts
Along the entire length is revealed, and something that adds a profile is sweep. So I will select this particular wall and go to edit type and go to edit, and this time instead of sweeps I will just click reveals, and for reveals add. If I drop down, you have only one profile. This C-shaped profile is it always pops up whenever you try to host any of the 2D profile. ये C-shaped profile हमेशा pop up करेगा, but that is true for staircase. ठीक है? What important is this brick reveal course? 1, 2, 3. 2 and this to be 3. Okay? इसको 1 कर देते हैं, इसको 2 कर देते हैं और इसको 3 कर देते हैं। Distance from base at 4 feet 5 inch 4 feet 6 inches.
okay. One brick, two brick. मतलब ये होगा 6 फीट और ये होगा 8 फीट. Apply. Clear? Clear, everybody? And offset. Right now, don't worry about this offset parameter in this case, because this is nothing but it is just deducting that much part from the wall. So okay, apply, okay, and yes. So now if you see this, then we have three grooves that have been created. Okay, this is because this is reveals. Reveals is that it deducts some portion from the wall. The wall sweep brick course, and we, just like that we have प्रोफाइल्स के लिए रिवील कहाँ है?
ऊपर है सर।
कहाँ गया? हाँ ये रहा रिवील ब्रिक से कहाँ है? ओके एडिट VG annotation categories dimension reference plane apply and okay. So you see insert in wall is 1 inch, okay, and brick depth is 3/8 of an inch. So insert in wall is right now set to 1 inch. So that's why if we'll measure it from this face to this face, it will exactly be 1 inch. But anyways, it is deducting so much portion from the exteriormost layer. So it is not important that वो कहाँ project करता है. 1 इंच हो या 2 इंच हो क्या फर्क पड़ता है. This much part has been deducted. Okay. So if I just go to this family types, sorry, in this here, family types. And again, this is the computational 1 brick, 2 brick, apply. ये बड़ा हो गया. 3 brick, apply. ये और बड़ा हो गया. ठीक है? Computation. Don't use, मतलब, don't go into the depth of this right now at this stage. First, you try to learn all these basics. Now, the last, you see that within this particular exterior facade, this exterior face, you have this layer, this material, which is split into two parts. दो पार्ट में वो स्प्लिट किया गया है. एक ही मटेरियल है, एक ही लेयर है, और वो एक ही लेयर दो अलग अलग मटेरियल डिफाइन कर रहा है. वो कैसे कर रहा है? दैट वी हैव टू लर्न, एंड दैट इज द मोस्ट कॉम्प्लेक्स एंड कॉम्प्लेक्स नहीं बोल सकते, बट most interesting part of today's lecture, that how to split this single face in two different layers. Okay, so just pay utmost attention. So when I'll select this particular wall and finish. I'll select this wall, and if I just go to edit type and edit and preview section attributes, you have this couple of commands. Apart from sweeps and reveals, you have this merge region, split region, assign layer, and modify region. Modify. Okay. So this is really going to be the tricky part, wherein I don't think that any of you might get this at first instance. प्रैक्टिस करनी पड़ेगी तब जाके ये चीज होगी. बट I will just say that with this finish 1/4 exterior most layer brick common 3/4 of an inch, I will just use this split command. So you see that whenever you activate this split command, this pencil appears, wherein you can cut or split an existing layer. Now you have to be very punctual and careful by using this pencil, because you see that it is selecting all the different types of lines here within this particular assembly. So हमें बाहर क्या layer split करना है. See, this is here also there is one layer, here also there is one line, here also there is one line. So you have to be very careful. So I will just use this, and use with this exterior most line highlighted, I'll just say that click, click. So you see that it has splitted this exterior most layer, and now this layer has changed its thickness to variable. Earlier it was 3/4 inch, but this with this layer splitted, this particular thickness has changed to variable. Wherein I'll just click this particular modify, select this line, select this line, and select this dimension and change it to 2 feet. Okay, clear? Or let's say that 13. Fine. Now we have splitted this region, but now I want to apply a different material to this. So what I will do?
I will click this finish 1 4. I'll go to insert, and if you want to assign a different material to this layer, then this particular layer that we have added should be essentially of the same function. This is finish 1 4. And if you want to assign this particular layer a different material, then this function should also be essentially finish 1 4 only. Then only it will accept. Okay. Herein, I will just click this and go to concrete. And concrete masonry unit, existing material of Revit, which has the foreground surface pattern of this blocks, okay, and the cut pattern of this, but cut pattern is not important क्योंकि वो दिखने ही नहीं वाली. So, अरे concrete masonry unit and appearance. This is the material that has been applied to it. Okay, okay, and with this, I will say that assign layers.
I'll click this thickness parameter and I'll say that assign layer, and I will very carefully see again it is selecting lot of elements, lot of layers. अगर गलती से भी कहीं और क्लिक कर दिया तो वो लेयर पे वो मटेरियल अप्लाई हो जाएगा, and there is no undo in this. There is no undo in this particular thing. So you have to exit out and do the same thing again. So very carefully I will hover my mouse until you see it highlights this entire thing, this chunk, this 2.2 feet 6 inches that we have split it, and I'll just assign it. So you see that this hatch has been changed, saying that this material, then this layer has adapted to a different material. And with this, I just click OK, apply. And most important, now you see that now this concrete masonry unit has also adapted that 3/4 of an inch. Okay. So both of this are one single layer, but that has been splitted. And just click OK, apply, and OK. Okay? Clear, everybody? So now I will select this, again go to edit type, again go to edit, and herein what left is this merge region. I have shown you the split region. Modify is used to select that when with that pencil cutter when you cut this layer.
If you want to assign the specific height, then you need to select this modify and select that. Assign layers is when you have split a layer, you want to assign the different material, then assign layer, and now is the merge region. What is this merge region?
So split region is that which splits a layer into different parts, and merge is that it merges. So when you select merge region, you see when you hover your mouse,
Again, you see that there are a lot of arrows that it highlights. We have to very carefully see one and hover your mouse to 1 and 2. तो मतलब कौन से layer को you want to be the dominating. Means if you select this up arrow and select this, then you see that brick common has changed to 0 and only this concrete masonry unit appears. So this you have to delete, OK, apply, and OK. So now the entire exteriormost layer is the concrete masonry unit layer. Okay, and
undo. If I go to edit type and go to edit and merge region, if I select the bottom, then again we are back to what it was. The initially
the thing that we designed. Okay, so I'll just click undo because we want this layer to be splitted. Okay, so we have achieved this and we are moving further away from this.
now within this, if I want, यहाँ पे बॉटम पे क्या आएगा? If this is a typical wall section, then what will come here on the bottom?
डैम प्रूफ कोर्स आएगा ना, जैसे हमने डैम प्रूफिंग का कोर्स और लेयर प्लान में असाइन किया मेम्ब्रेन को, मेम्ब्रेन लेयर, वैसे ही यहाँ पे सेक्शन में भी हियर देयर विल बी अ लेयर ऑफ डैम प्रूफिंग, डीपीसी, डीपीसी आएगा, डीपीसी का कोर्स आएगा, ठीक है। तो वो मैं कैसे करूंगा?
अब मुझे कोई गाइड करो। एडिट टाइप, एडिट,
एंड व्हाट आई विल डू, आई वांट टू स्प्लिट this concrete masonry unit furthermore in such a way that I want a layer of damp proofing course DPC over here. तो मैं कैसे करूंगा?
Split region.
Yes, very good. चलो split region. Then
Take cursor on the layer
वेरी गुड।
and cut it up to the requirement height.
अरे वाह, कौन है ये?
Ganesh.
very good. So now this is variable.
ओके,
Right.
मॉडिफाई, select this, change it to 8 inch, and अब मुझे इसे अलग मटेरियल प्रोवाइड करना है, तो मैं क्या करूं?
Assign layer.
असाइन लेयर करने के लिए पहले लेयर कहाँ से लाऊं?
Layer. Yes, sorry, sir.
हाँ, क्या?
Insert.
Finish 1 4 and
Yeah.
apply it this damp proofing, control C, control
Control
V, and go here and then say that assign layer and box.
Right.
And okay, perfect, very good, whomsoever he was. Okay, clear everybody? Now,
Yes, sir.
okay, now it is very important. What if I want this particular entire thing to be flat and go up till this edge? वो कैसे करूंगा? एडिट टाइप, एडिट, वो कैसे करूंगा? How will I do that? I want this DPC layer.
To reach this extreme point, क्योंकि सिर्फ यहाँ पे तो आएगा नहीं ना, पूरे में आएगा, तो वो कैसे करूंगा?
बोलो।
No idea, sir.
Fine. So this time I'll again use this split region. Okay. Now I will split this internal, कौन सा? मेम्ब्रेन, मेम्ब्रेन नहीं, एयर लेयर जो है उसे मैं स्प्लिट करूंगा। देखो बहुत सारी चीजें हैं यहाँ पे, तो यू विल बी वेरी केयरफुल। गलती से भी कहीं और क्लिक हो गया तो लोचा हो जाएगा। ओके, मॉडिफाई,
Select this line, go up till 4 inch, and then merge region. And just like horizontally, you can also go in vertically. Clear?
clear everybody? So
Yes, sir.
now, yes, uh, okay, and at every step you have to click OK. If you ever happen to press escape, then you will lose all the customization. Fine, but there is a flaw within this. And what is that? So if I just go to edit, and if I again say that split region, split this particular region, please mute your mic. Yes, and modify, select, and you see,
Yes, sir.
please mute your mic.
This time I have splitted it wrongly, so there is no way out. I will just press escape, बाहर आऊंगा, वापस edit में जाऊंगा, and then very carefully split region and inside of this plywood sheeting, ये layer हाफ इंच का है जो, उसे split करना है। तो ये okay, modify,
Select, and this should be 4 inch, and merge region. Okay. Again, this core structure, I will say that split. I will split this, modify, select 4 inch and merge region and go this. But the only flaw is that if I just click OK, it will pop up an error saying that core should contain a non-membrane layer. What does that mean? Core should contain a non-membrane layer. It means that you cannot take the splitted layer all the way till this particular core layer. So what we will do in this case, is that I will just click undo until we are here. Okay. And instead of splitting the exteriormost layer, we will follow a different method wherein I will not split the non-membrane layer, but I will split the core layer and then flush it all the way till outside. So how will I do that? This time I will come to this clad white, split, and I will first split this layer, modify, select this 4 inch, okay, and this has changed to variable, and insert, that should be of the same function. Structure 1 को split किया तो structure 1 ही होना चाहिए. Copy, paste, bring your cursor here, assign, and हो गया. Okay, before I lose. So now this is damp proofing 4, which I will split this, modify, select 4 inch, merge region, push it outside. Again, split, modify 4 inch, merge. Yes, you see that this arrow. None of you are going to get this. अभी तो पहला लेक्चर किसी ने प्रैक्टिस नहीं किया है तो होएगा ही नहीं किसी से, और मैं दिखा रहा हूं आप लोगों को. स्प्लिट, मॉडिफाई 4 इंच, मर्ज, split exteriormost layer, modify 4 inch, merge, and exterior. And this is how we have splitted this particular layer and taken it all the way till the extreme edges on both the sides, interior and outside. And that's why it is reading this 10 3/4 of an inch. Okay, apply and okay. Clear everybody? R enter. ये देखो डैम्प प्रूफिंग कोर्स का पूरा लेयर till the extreme most edges. CC, shaded, hidden line, wireframe, CC. Okay, clear everybody? Now, this can be easily done in AutoCAD, wherein I will just go to any of the elevation, CC. इसको मैं HC हाइट कैटेगरी कर दूंगा टेम्पररी, और इसको मैं हिडन लाइन कर दूंगा. मैंने ये वॉल डिजाइन किया, इसका वर्किंग ड्राइंग बनाया और उसका एलिवेशन ड्राइंग बनाया, जिसमें मैंने बोल दिया कि दिस इज डीपीसी, दिस इज दिस, दिस इज दिस, दिस इज दिस. सारे एनोटेशन दे दिए एरो करके. यहाँ पे रैविट में इतनी मेहनत करने की जरूरत क्या है? बिकॉज दिस इज सो मच टाइम कंज्यूमिंग प्रोसेस.
what is the use of doing so much of labor work and hard work here in Revit?
No clue? So, Revit is a technical software actually meant for perfect scheduling, quantification,
And costing of the 3D element. With this, if I just open up a new project, file, new project,
browse, templates, English Imperial, default, open. Okay.
ये फ्रेश न्यू प्रोजेक्ट है। यहाँ पे अगर मैं वॉल कमांड क्लिक करता हूँ तो यहाँ पे तो वो वॉल है ही नहीं। बट इफ आई जस्ट गो टू दिस मैनेज,
Transfer project standards. Check none. Drop down. Wall types. Okay. Architecture, wall. What do you notice?
क्या नोटिस कर रहे हैं आपने?
Seriously, sir?
So, this is just a one-time hard work, and you can use this particular wall during your lifetime from project to project with few customizations and few additions. And not only that, if I just go to this particular view, schedule, quantities, material takeoff, and wall, okay, and family and type, length, area, cost, name, and just click OK. So, what do you notice?
Let's say that this brick common is 50 rupees per square feet. So that will populate. Let's say that this plywood sheeting is 35 rupees.
That will populate. And with this, you will have perfect area,
Costing, its length, perfect scheduling and quantification of the material.
ये तो लास्ट टॉपिक है फेज 1 का शेड्यूल एंड क्वांटिटी। मैं जैसे दिखा रहा था आप लोगों को कि इतनी मेहनत करने का काम क्या है। तो अभी ये ट्राई मत करना बिकॉज यू विल नॉट गेट एनीथिंग। आई वाज जस्ट एक्सप्लेनिंग यू। So this is the purpose of creating this particular wall and doing so much of labor work and hard work in Revit. With this, if I just say that CS, that is create similar, I will just create that wall. Okay, press 1 and tab. So that will select the chain of wall, deselect this and just press space. Okay, clear? Now, with this, now what remains here only is this particular thing, which will follow tomorrow. Default wrapping at insert and at end. ये सब कुछ हो गया, ये सब कुछ हो गया। ओके,
अब यहाँ पे मैं जाता हूँ आर्किटेक्चर और यहाँ पे मैं जाता हूँ वॉल। Wall architecture and structure both are one and the same. This will schedule this. If it is a structural wall, Revit will schedule this and read this as a structural wall. Otherwise, मैं wall structural click करता हूँ तो भी वो सारी same wall read करेगा. But this will follow later within this massing insight.
wall by face, what is that? You have this wall sweeps and reveals. Sweeps क्या है? So here, if I just say that create a wall sweep by extruding the profile along the path, वो सेम ही चीज है जो हमने उसकी टाइप प्रॉपर्टीज में किया, बट डिफरेंस क्या है? If I select this wall sweep, then you see that corners. cornice and edit. It is reading the default profile. मटेरियल दे देता हूं मैं उसे कंक्रीट अप्लाई कंक्रीट प्रीकास्ट ओके ठीक है and just say that apply and okay. With this you have two options whether horizontally or vertically. अगर हम टाइप प्रॉपर्टीज में से स्वीप्स ऐड करते हो तो यू कैन असाइन इट ओनली हॉरिजॉन्टली. If you want to apply vertically, you see that here with this wall sweep cornice, I will just click and that particular sweep has been added to this particular wall. Architecture wall and wall sweep. If I say that vertically, then I'll be able to host it vertically. But difference क्या है? Difference ये है that this will apply to only that particular one wall which you have assigned that profile to. It has nothing to do with the rest of this other wall. But if you apply the sweeps horizontally in the type property, that will fall true for all the walls of that particular type. Clear, everybody? Just delete this and delete this. Fine. So that was pertaining to today's topic, wall, which you need to practice and work, every one of you. शायद तू तो काम करने वाला था ना, काम नहीं किया, किसी ने काम नहीं रखा ग्रुप में. After each and every lecture, things will get piling up, things will pile up, and the doubts and queries which you are going to encounter while working on that particular relevant lecture, if you will not implement it in a day or two, then you won't be able to recover if you encounter that query after a couple of weeks when you go to try and see it, even after watching my videos. So it is my request to everybody that work and paste your work in group, or else मैं आगे नहीं पढ़ाऊंगा कल से. Yes, Zaid, you were supposed to work ना, और तुमने बोला भी था कि मैं काम करूंगा, फिर काम नहीं किया.
Yeah, sir. Actually, I'm some little busy. That's why.
तो बिजी
We'll
तो हम
start
सब
work
है
today.
यार. काम तो करना ही पड़ेगा, सबको करना पड़ेगा.
Yeah.
Okay, just make sure that you paste the work in group. आज संडे है तो करो काम, every one of you, and paste your work.
सर हेलो सर मेरे पास रेविट 2019 है और 2023 है तो उस पे करूँ या 2025 डाउनलोड करना पड़ेगा
नहीं,
इंस्टॉल करना
2023 पे करो ना. 2023 में क्या दिक्कत है? 2023
ओके
इज गुड. ओके,
या ओके सर ओके
वेरी गुड.
2025 क्रैक वर्जन डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं.
मैं लिंक सेंड कर देता हूँ आप लोगों को, पर मुझे पूछना मत कि सर इसको क्रैक कैसे करने का, बिकॉज आई ऑल्सो गेट इट इंस्टॉल्ड while local body, local computer wala. It is there on my drive. Wait, I'll just send you the link of that. Just hold on. Yes. So if you just watch this particular link which I have forwarded, this is the OneDrive link. यहाँ से आप पूरा 2025 सब कुछ है, everything is there. ठीक है? So you can
ओके
download
सर,
and
चेक कर लूंगा.
yeah, you guys are belong to current generation, तो आप लोगों को तो पता होगा. ऑनलाइन यूट्यूब पे देख लेना तो कैसे करना है. अब मेरी तो उम्र हो गई है तो मैं नहीं कर सकता खुद, तो मैं करवा देता हूँ पैसे देके. ये देखो रेविट 2025, इसमें ये मेन है. इसको ये मल्टी लैंग्वेज ISO, हाउ मच इज इट, 10.8 GB. तो इसको एक्सट्रैक्ट करना होता है. और मैंने आप लोगों के लिए रेविट की लाइब्रेरीज भी है, ये भी है. ये दोनों चीज को रन एज एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर कर देने का. वंस द रेविट इज इंस्टॉल्ड, And then this is complete RVT 2025, means the folder which I was talking about.
And this should be replaced here. Program data, Autodesk, Revit RVT 2025. तो ये पूरा का पूरा मैंने एक्सट्रैक्ट करके रखा है आप लोगों के लिए रेडी। तो ये दोनों इंस्टॉल नहीं करोगे तो भी चलेगा, सिर्फ इस ये रैबिट को इंस्टॉल करके ये देखो RVT 2025।
तो इसका क्या यार, unnecessary, this is already installed, so delete. Delete, and yes. So you see that when you will extract that RVT 2025, it will create the folder which was popping up here, and you need to replace that folder here, RVT 2025। तो आपकी सारी लाइब्रेरी और सब कुछ आ जाएगा, ठीक है। और इसको कैसे क्या करने का, इंस्टॉल करने का, यू गाइस आर
बिलोंग टू द प्रेजेंट जनरेशन, तो यू गाइस आर बेटर जज। मुझे तो आता ही नहीं है। और यस, एनीवन एल्स एनीथिंग?
सो
No,
काम
sir.
करिए, यस, स्टार्ट वर्किंग एंड पेस्ट द इमेजेस इन द ग्रुप आज रात तक।
यस सर।
नहीं तो कल का लेक्चर में पढ़ाऊंगा नहीं, आगे पढ़ाऊंगा ही नहीं मैं।
ठीक है, चलो बाय एवरीवन, वॉच दिस
Sir,
वीडियो।
one question.
हाँ, यस यस यस।
Today is my first class.
हम्म,
Actually, I purchased course lately, but I'm not getting the recorded this thing of first class. From where I'll get that?
व्हाट इज योर कोर्स, कौन सा कोर्स परचेज किया है?
Revit.
रैबिट में बहुत सारे कोर्स है मेरे भाई। रैबिट का कौन सा कोर्स? आई वांट द एग्जैक्ट नेम ऑफ द कोर्स।
Just let me just wait
you
for a
see here,
second.
you can see my screen.
Revit architecture with V-Ray and Scape.
अच्छा ये है ना, Revit Live Professional Course with V-Ray and Landscape।
Yeah.
अंडर दैट इफ यू विल गो टू कंटेंट, देखो ये कंटेंट है,
Hmm.
ये ये तरुण सर के वीडियोस है
हिंदी में 11 बैच तक, और ये मेरे वीडियोस है रैबिट BIM पैरामीट्रिक मॉडल।
तो पहले ये कोर्स दिस वाज कंडक्टेड बाय अ डिफरेंट फैकल्टी।
Hmm.
तरुण सर कंडक्ट करते थे ये कोर्स, जो
Hmm.
हिंदी में पढ़ाते थे। बट एवर सिंस जून 24 आई एम कंडक्टिंग दिस। मैंने मर्ज कर दिया है इन लोगों ने, पीटीएस वालों ने।
Hmm.
तो यू विल फाइंड दिस 4 फोल्डर, जिसमें से ये 25 जो है फेब 25 वो रिसेंट है, अभी का है, ये बैच है। उसमें फिलहाल
Acha.
तो अभी तो एक ही वीडियो मिलेगा, और आज
Okay.
एक वीडियो अपलोड होगा, तो मतलब 2 वीडियो मिलेंगे। और
अच्छा
प्रीवियस
सर,
सेशन। हाँ।
sorry, confusion ये है कि
हम्म,
there are two website in the name of PTS CAD.
हम्म,
एक है Class Plus और एक है PTS CAD. So I purchased a course from Class Plus. I had a discussion with Prashant ji also.
हाँ
So he said कि user ID and password will be merged, but I am not seeing the recorded video. That is the concern.
हाँ, तो दैट यू नीड टू टॉक टू प्रशांत सर और समवन फ्रॉम एडमिन ओनली। आई कैन नॉट हेल्प यू रिगार्डिंग दैट बिकॉज आई एम द ट्यूटर, मेरा काम तो पढ़ाना है। मुझे भी
नहीं,
नहीं
that's
पता।
fine.
हाँ या
See, the thing is कि the worry is कि things are piling up.
या
That is
ऑफ
the
कोर्स,
concern.
या ऑफ कोर्स आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड, बट डियर मैं मुझे पता ही नहीं है, एडमिन पार्ट से मैं हूँ ही नहीं तो।
नहीं, no issues. I'll connect with them.
या तुम्हारा नाम क्या है?
No issues.
आशुतोष,
Ashutosh.
आशुतोष खरे, यस यस, ओके,
Right.
यू आर पार्ट ऑफ दिस रैबिट प्रोफेशनल कोर्स, ओके फाइन, doesn't matter, you just communicate with them, they will definitely guide you, okay।
No problem. No problem. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So hello,
oops, I ended up the class।